All right, so here I am live and wasn't planning on going live, but I had it scheduled for something else. Didn't really work out, so maybe another day. But yeah, other than that, be busy with requests and stuff this week, trying to pump out as many as I can. So I figured do a stream tonight. And it was a little bit usual than when I usually do it, but figure do something a little bit different and see how it is at 9:30 at night compared to others. Doing okay, Premiere. How are you doing? Hey there, Judo Air, Jonathan. Didn't doing okay. Didn't was not sure if I was going to do a stream tonight or not, but figured I'd go on for a little bit. Hey there, Bobby. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Meadowland fan. Hey, Blu-ray collector. How's it going? Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Figure maybe I said something, did something wrong. Hey, Carson. Uh, as you see, I uploaded a couple of your videos, and I have recorded a couple more. So I have recorded the 3 Easter short films. I watched one, and the Cottontail. I watched the other. So we'll begin to the rest of yours soon, Carson. Thank you so much for your patience. Hey, Drew Michael, you watched Surf Ninjas. I don't know what you were thinking. That's your fault, not mine. Doing okay, Blu-ray collector. Can't complain. Again, had something planned, but it didn't work out. So just doing a stream for a bit, maybe for an hour, maybe more. We'll see how it goes. But other than that, I'm doing okay. So the first Kingsman movie I like, Jonathan. Hey, Chaz, hope you're doing well. Hey, Pork Chop Express returns. Doing good. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. Just relaxing here and was actually going to do a stream with Fabio because he had Monday and Tuesday off, but I don't know if he probably got busy with work or something. Didn't hear from him, so yeah, I figured he got busy with work and such. So it was going to be at 7 tonight. It's about 9:30, so I figured I had things set up, so I'll just do a stream tonight, a solo one. I don't know for how long, but at least for a little bit. Yeah, been busy with requests, pumping them up 3, 4 a day. Thanks to people out there, so can't complain about that. It's all good. Yeah, I don't know if he will Preminator. I think he's only available Monday and Tuesday as of right now, so he may not be available on Sunday. I'll double check when it gets closer, but may not be the case. Might try to ask Uncle Bill if he wants to join us on Sunday. That'd be cool, a bit different. I may send him a message after the stream. We'll see. By then, he may be very busy too, so. Yeah, I Dom Ancy, I don't care one bit what he's doing. Unless it's the unemployment line, then I'll care. Up and Smoked is a very funny movie. Love that comedy. Probably be my either top 10 or top 20 comedies. Never heard Uncle Bill talk about aliens before. Hey there, Civil Wings. How you doing? Yeah, I didn't realize the 420 thing until people saw in the chat. I just didn't even think about it. But yeah. Should watch Harold Kumar go to White House or something. Oh well. Don Mancini is a hack. Doing okay, Civil Wings. Saw the rest of your Resident Evil 1.5. the Leon one. Have not checked the second one, the Elsa one, but good job on the first one. Interesting. I mean, I'm glad we got the game we have for Resident Evil 2, but still interesting. That would have been cool if they, when they remade Resident Evil 2, to put some of those like designs in there. Movie TV, hello there. Yeah, hard boiled I like better. Hey Mike, I'm doing okay. How you doing, my friend? How's it going with you? Hey there, Marco. Wolfrow number 1, hello there. How's it going, Mike? How you doing? I didn't think you. Sure, why not, Mike? Let me just get the. Well, I gotta get the right thing. Been a while since I shared on here. Yeah, I don't care about an X-Files reboot. Not Jordan Peele, the guy who did fucking Black Panther. He's doing it. I don't give a fuck. All right, I sent the link to you, Mike. Skip WrestleMania? Yeah, I skipped it too. I don't care one bit about Wrestle fucking Mania. I don't watch wrestling anymore, so I don't care. I don't give a shit. Don't care one single bit, so it's hard for me to care. Yeah, Ryan Coogler, he's doing X-Files. I don't care. Hey, Q-Dog, how's it going, man? I know that awkward silence. I mean, I haven't really... I mean, the only news I'm very busy with requests, so I just get busy with that in real life in general. So I haven't looked online, and then whenever I do look up, it's just YouTube drama, like the Quartering YouTube guy I'm not a fan of, who's just a fucking cuck. Yeah, John Cena I always thought sucked. I have not been requested Project Hail Mary. No, I have not. Hey, Samuel, how's it going, man? The Mighty Cucks. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. He also steals content, too. He just steals fucking content, and he's a fucking cuck.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How about you?
That's
been a long time.
Yeah.
Talk about the Quartering?
Yeah, we're just talking about cucks.
Yeah, I've heard about that guy.
He's a fucking cuck. I mean, I don't follow his channel. He can do whatever he wants, but yeah, his boss mode, mob boss, where people making fun of him. So he's like, I'm gonna take your channel down, all this stuff. Took people's channels down. He's a fucking bitch.
Lame.
Well, he's also the guy that like he'll talk shit, but then if people talk shit to him, he gets easily offended from his Magic the Gathering background.
Yeah.
And it's like please don't talk about my wife, but then he talks about his wife all the time and how much his wife's pussy smells.
That's bizarre.
He's bizarre in every front. He pissed in his basement.
Okay.
Because he got drunk on stream playing Fall Guys or something. And he was so drunk, he's like, I'm going to piss in my basement. And then he pissed in the basement off camera.
God.
So.
Definitely sounds like another lolcow type of character. That's
yeah, fat like. Bull.
But
so hey, I hope you're doing well, man.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. You know, hours at work suck because, you know, payroll is terrible where I work. So funds are definitely a little tight, and I'm realizing that all the stuff that I got payment plans for or whatever before all of this is now kind of coming back to bite me a little bit. But I could survive. I still have a roof over my head, and all the essentials. So, I might just have to take a break for a while, but that's okay. I mean, I got so much, man. I can't really, be too upset. But I'm trying to get a hold of these requests. I don't know how you do it. Like, 'cause I like, if I get like 2 videos done, that's a pretty big accomplishment for me on average compared to, like getting 4 or more. I know I should, but I don't know. I work part-time, so, and
Yeah, it's just all for me, just about scheduling
yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff like, okay, if I do this many requests, I get like some mail yell or something like a
Yeah.
reward. I kind of do
Yeah.
that step by step.
Yeah.
You know what? If I get this, maybe I'll cook this to eat or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
So,
before we go,
yeah.
thank you so much, Pork Chop.
Yeah.
Very so much. Very so much. What the fuck? Maybe I'm drunk. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
So his favorite films from the 80s from each year: 1980, Empire Strikes Back; 81, Raiders of the Lost Ark;
Okay.
82, The Thing. Good choice.
Yeah, great choice.
83, Return of the Jedi. Day I was born was Return of the Jedi Day.
Okay.
84, The Terminator. Good choice, of course. Back to the
Uh-huh.
Future. Aliens. That'd be my choice for 86.
Uh-huh.
Predator 87 is a good choice. Die Hard. Good choice for
Uh-huh.
88. Back to the Future Part 2, 89. A lot of good choices.
Yeah.
I know that 86, I would choose Aliens. The Thing, I probably choose 82.
Yeah.
A lot of those, I know, there's a lot of good ones. Like 1980, there's a lot of good ones. I'd probably say I like The Shining more. There's a few others I like more. Raiders of the Lost Ark is a good choice for 81. 84. Yeah, a lot of these years have a lot of good choices, so it's hard to pick.
84, I think
especially.
Ghostbusters. I mean, there's no other pick for me, even though I do really like the Terminator. Ghostbusters would be my
Ghostbusters
pick for that
84, yeah.
year.
It's a good choice.
Back to the Future would be 85.
Rambo 2 for me, 85.
Yeah, 86 for Aliens. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I love Predator, but it's 87, so I gotta go with RoboCop for that. Die Hard for 88, yeah, because I'm a huge fan of Die Hard. 89, I'm trying to think of like what, because that's a great year, and there's a lot of really good movies from that year. Off the top of my head, in terms of like stuff that I really love from that year, like I'm gonna go out on a limb here and pick The Abyss.
Nice. And then funny enough, and then this was mine.
Yeah.
Well, funny enough.
So,
How serendipitous is that? For his
yeah.
both underwater movies. So for him is The Abyss, for me it's Leviathan.
Yeah.
So
speaking of movies, I've been watching a bunch of stuff, so I'm at least doing that portion of the deal. And I watched Donnie Darko last night, and so really all the way through for the first time. I saw the theatrical cut. The director's cut I might watch someday down the road. I did look up what is in it though, so that did kind of help me understand it a little bit more, because it is kind of one of those movies when you get to the ending, you're kind of like, huh, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, that kind of movie.
But before you go on, let me just say
yeah.
hi to some people in the chat here. Just don't want to ignore them.
No
First
worries.
off, real quick shout out to Seb B, Seb Class. Hope you're doing well. Preminator, Jake Ward, The Graduate, Blu-ray Collector. Hope you go have a good night, man. White Ramen, Shamozen, ATA10, Haddonfield, Doomed, or Doomfield, was it? Sorry, Doom. Doom Max, Doomer Max. Business of Fear. Hope everyone's having a good Monday night. Hey there, Alex. Just want to give a shout out. Thank you for people stopping by. And real quick, like, I wanted to bring this up real quick
Okay.
because I just saw the trailer, Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna bring
David
that.
A.
Yeah.
Fox.
God, just I found out it's by ITN again. Your new enemy, Matt. ITN.
Oh
It
yeah,
sounds like they're overtaking the asylum in terms of just the king of just shitty, low budget, straight to streaming horror movies. And Bloody
yeah. They did
Disgusting,
the
I guess, is also one of the producers of it. And
who
it's
is
disgusting, all right. Bloody Disgusting, because it's BD Films. Yeah, that
STV.
looked like absolute garbage. And I remember when I first saw the trailer, I was like, "Is that Rob Van Dam?" And then I was like, "Oh, it is Rob. What the fuck is Rob Van Dam doing in
It
this
is.
movie?"
Yeah, Robert Carradine, Sally, before he passed away, his
Yeah,
last role. Rob Van Dam and VTA Fox and D Wallace.
yeah, D
All
Wall.
it.
Yeah,
But yeah, ITN, they're the same people that did Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, Winnie the Pooh, Bad
uh-huh.
1 2, and all that stuff.
Makes
So,
sense because it's a public domain thing. You could just do your
another public domain thing is out.
Night of Living Dead all over again. I'll stick with the 1990 film, the remake by
So
Tom Savini.
first off, thanks once again, Pork Chop. I really appreciate it. I'm literally not even kidding when I say the 1990 film things
It's
is in my bottom 5 worst films I've ever had the chance
it
to watch
might
in my
be in my
entire life.
bottom 5 too.
I know you
By the
recently saw
way,
that. You mentioned that.
yeah, and by the way, that request is coming fairly soon. I just gotta kind of get my thoughts in order a little bit more and what I fucking witnessed. I still don't know exactly what the fuck I saw. All I know, it was terrible.
I mean, that's what I felt a year after watching it.
Uh-huh.
I told you, like I said in my review, for those who didn't watch it, as the movie goes on, it's like the film itself disintegrates more
Yeah.
and more because the
Yeah.
editing gets more
Mm-hmm.
frenetic, it gets more
Mm-hmm.
confusing, and it's like pieces of film are missing the more it goes along,
Yeah.
where all of a sudden there's a skeleton talking,
Uh-huh.
and it gets less and less sense, and the ending's like,
Uh-huh.
what?
Yeah.
I guess the guy died, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But it's like supposed to be a dream, but it's not a dream. I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck.
That one's pretty awful, but another awful one that I watched recently for the first time was Heavy Metal Massacre with the demon DeFalco himself.
Yeah, I know that one.
With his teased up blonde hair, trying to look like a member of Motley Spew, and that just the opening with the photo, what looked like a photo shoot, like he's trying to model for
The
a
film
heavy
itself
metal
is like
magazine or something.
it's like a music video for
Yeah.
80 minutes, a bad
Shitty
one.
music video. And the same the same shot of the wall in his bedroom like
Oh, yeah.
5 or 6 times throughout the movie. The same tracking shot. Just like,
Exactly.
oh my god. And then of course the whole thing where he ties the women up and then kills them in the most lame way possible, like with the sledgehammer in slow motion, and then he pulls something out of this woman's mouth with some pliers, and I'm like, I was with you, I was like, is that a hair? Is that a brace? Does she have braces and he's ripping a brace out? What the fuck even is that?
Your guess would be as good as mine because,
Yeah.
like you mentioned, I didn't even know. Thank you, Sean. Hey, Mike, I know this review was from months ago, but I was surprised by your hot take of Finding Nemo. I guess that's why you didn't review Finding Dory.
No, because I don't really care about Finding Dory, because I'm not really big. I don't like Dory as a character, so I don't want to watch a Dory-centric movie. I might see it someday down the road just for the
Well, I mean,
visuals.
especially since it's Ellen.
But,
Ellen Degenerate.
for sure. Definitely. Very
I
fitting
like
for her.
Finding Nemo. I saw it in the theater, but
I didn't hate it. I just wasn't
Right.
really in love with it like other people were.
Like how you feel about is how I feel about The Incredibles.
Yeah.
So
I love the
I
Incredibles.
totally get
So
that.
Incredibles 2, not so much, you know, but the mom did have a pretty fat ass in that a lot of
But
people
thank you, Sean.
remember.
I appreciate it. Hey there, Julie, Austin Wilcott, Chaz. Uh, Real quick, like The Graduate, I've heard of Fight for Your Life, but never seen it from the 70s. No, I've not seen Night Patrol, CM Punk, and thank you, Ken.
I've seen
Yeah,
Night Patrol.
free.
Is Linda Blair in Night Patrol?
No, this is a new one.
No, I'm talking about the old one from back in the day.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think it's
never
Linda
saw
Blair.
it.
I've seen the 80s Night Patrol like one time from like I think it's from 84, I think.
But yeah, Ken, if you want to, feel free. Yeah, Mike very
Yeah.
will kill you. So
Yeah, she is. She is in it. So I was right. And Dice. Dice has a small role in it. The Dice Man.
very cool. But I know, Mike, you were big on They Will Kill You. Someone mentioned.
Yeah, I honestly really liked that. I saw it in the theater, double feature with Ready or Not 2, which I still liked, but I didn't like as much as the first. A lot of recycling elements in Ready or Not 2, if you ask me. Seemed a little bit more focused more on the comedy than the first, and it wasn't as funny to me. And also I definitely felt like there was a lot of things that I just didn't really care for in terms of the writing.
And Ready or Not 2.
Yeah, especially like the twist, which I mean, it just seemed a little mean spirited for the tone in terms of like the main guy who becomes like the main villain, because they don't fully commit to Sarah Michelle Gellar being essentially the main antagonist, which I thought was a letdown, because I was interested in seeing her play against type, and they don't fully commit to it by the end.
Okay.
Because they do that whole thing where, you know, she's bad, but she's not as bad as her psycho brother, you know, that sort of thing.
Real quick, The Graduate, I don't know. I probably took it down because they have bad audio or something. Sometimes, like, if I don't like a video, sometimes, like, I know I could do better.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pork Chop. Thanes has some of the absolute worst and most horrendous ADR dubbing I've ever heard, as well as having terrible editing and atrocious acting, where everything's atrocious in
it. It's a new level of incompetence. That's really what Things is.
New level of cuckery. Because you feel like someone's fucking, but you can't be in the fucking.
Nope.
So it's no fun at all.
Not at all.
No. Hey, Bobby, hope you're doing well. Hope your birthday went well. There's a new guy, and he's going to take over. Matthew, as I said, why did you shoot him with your shotgun?
Okay.
I don't have a shotgun. I should get one. I'll have to ask Silverwings in the chat which shotgun to get. Because it's Texas. So Texas is like, if you're in Texas, it feels like they should give you a driver's license and a shotgun. Like, you don't get your driver's license, they just give you a shotgun. Because it seems, I mean, with all the shit around here and animals and stuff, shotgun seems
when I saw the daddy thing, I just thought of Arnold. You know, where he's all like,
who is your dad? Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
Hey, Sean, we're always behind, so
yeah, unfortunately,
we just take it day by day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing better in terms of watching a good chunk of things, but in terms of like sitting down and getting them recorded, I definitely need to get ahead of that. But I do have Anastasia coming for you, Sean, fairly soon, as well as some others. So that's what I would probably say my next videos are going to be Donnie Darko, Savage Streets, and probably Tron. But I also need to do the Running Man remake or new adaptation. Wait, or whatever.
Drawn or Tron?
Tron.
Oh, I thought you said drawn. Like,
I don't know what drawn is.
Drawn together.
Mush mouth over here, but probably because I had the new Running Man on my brain there.
Running your brain ragged.
I did not like that. I did not like it.
You're not alone.
And here's the thing. I didn't like the original novel anyway. So it being a closer adaptation to the novel isn't a good thing to me. Because I thought it was honestly pretty forgettable and kind of boring.
Fuck the Running Man. I mean, listen, I like the director.
Yeah, I do
get it.
too.
His films have been bombing, so he thought this is an IP.
That's what
familiar name.
happened. I know he's trying to say in interviews that it was something he was very passionate about doing, and it was a dream project of his to adapt this Stephen King story. And I think that might be true in some extent, but I think the main reason why he took the job is because that's how Hollywood works. You have some flops. You need some kind of IP to get you back in the good graces of the industry. And he saw Running Man and was interested in doing it and thought that it had potential to be that breakout hit, get him back on the map. And it wasn't. So now he's just back to where he was before he did the movie. So I'm like, maybe it would have been better if he didn't do it at all, because it just didn't seem like a good fit for Wright, especially when it comes to the little minute amount of action that you do get in the movie. It didn't even have the same adrenaline that I got from Baby Driver in the car chases in that movie.
Yeah, I like Baby Driver, and you're right. The original Running Man has that charm.
Yes.
Of the villains, the over-the-top personality of the villains, much like WWF at the time.
Yeah, it was heavily inspired by that for sure.
The action scenes done. I mean, I like the venue they chose. I mean, I know the book is more open. I actually liked that it was enclosed because it made it feel like a game show.
Yeah,
like an evil
the game
American
show.
Gladiators.
Yeah, before American Gladiators. The American Gladiators came out after The Running Man. You could definitely see the inspiration that show had from The Running Man. And to me, The Running Man, the 1987 film, because I watched that again as well, and I'm like, that still holds up for the most part really well. There's a few things here and there that, I would have liked to have seen done a bit differently. I have the media book. I have the German one. Yeah. So, but yeah, I have a lot of fun with that one. I've always enjoyed that movie, and I just like the fact that it is a little more clever than it gets credit for. Like even the setup of the stalkers, they're not really that skilled, or Arnold takes them out pretty easily after a certain point. And I'm like, well, that's the point. They're protected. They're protected by the show. They're not jacked up like Arnold is. They're not former military,
And that's what makes Arnold special. Is that he is the one. What's the tagline? A game nobody wins, but Schwarzenegger has yet to play.
Yeah, exactly.
That was Arnold cashing in on his physique and his presence, and he was good at commercializing his look, his vibe.
Yeah,
he was a good businessman selling himself, his image.
Yeah,
and it worked well for him. But let me get to some of these. Thank you, Bobby, once again. I can't shoot shotguns. He likes to tell these stories, makes these stories of his. You can't do anything right. I'm going to sleep. Well, I'll go to sleep later, but I'll shoot shotguns tomorrow if I get one. And yes, A12 sounds good.
I did shoot a shotgun before. I shot it with my dad.
What kind was it?
I don't remember. I think it was a 12 gauge, possibly. It had quite the kick to it. I had to hold it up against my shoulder, shoulder right here. Yeah, exactly.
But hey, JCVD fan for life. Hope you're doing well, man. I've never watched Schitt's Creek. I've been up without a paddle.
So
I've never seen Schitt's Creek.
I've seen clips of it. I am a big fan of Catherine O'Hara, so I definitely would like to watch that show. But there's just so many shows that I'm working on watching. Vikings, because I was requested to check that out. Very generous request. Check out the entire series.
Cool.
And there's some other cartoon stuff, some, you know, nostalgic stuff I've been, you know, watching again, like X-Men the animated series, and, you know, Batman the animated series. I also was requested Ren and Stimpy, so I need to get to watching that again. I do remember watching Ren and Stimpy as a kid. I don't remember it being like my favorite cartoon on Nickelodeon, but it definitely was something that I do remember watching. X-Men the animated series used to watch all the time on Fox Kids, along with Spider-Man. So I definitely have a lot of nostalgia with that. I rewatched the two-part pilot of that show, Night of the Sentinels, and I liked it, but I didn't love it. Like, I think maybe it has to do with the source material they're adapting. Because I don't remember as much of a Jubilee focus, but that is really one of the primary focuses in that two-parter is Jubilee, and I don't like Jubilee. I've never really been a big fan of Jubilee as
I
a
don't mind her.
character. Like, I don't hate her or anything. I'm just like not super big on Jubilee. But the whole thing with Morph and him sacrificing himself and then Wolverine feeling sad was just kind of random to me. I was like, when did he have any sort of connection or friendship with Morph in the show? Like, I don't remember seeing that at all. So it was kind of like,
Well, let me catch up with this. Hey there, Megadvania fan. We'll quick try. Sorry about that. 1 second. Damn, thing keeps jumping. So 1 second. Okay, let me scroll down here. Nah, Sean, never seen, ever watch Only Murders in the Building, but if he only murders in the building, then I'm safe outside. So he needs to get a new moniker. But
I've
thank you for
heard
that.
about that one. It's got Martin Short and Steve Martin in it. I love that duo. So
is it a movie or a show?
It's a show.
Oh,
it's a show. And Selena, is it Selena Gomez? She's also in that as well.
Oh, okay. Very cool. And thank you once again, Porchop. I wonder if someone requested Mike that 1991 Sean video, Alien Beast.
No. Nobody has.
I could just imagine he would be as confused as I was watching it. Not the easiest film to find, for good reason.
I probably could find it.
Yeah, I mean, it was taken down for a bit. I'm sure it's available back.
Yeah,
but
good
luck on that.
Yeah.
Thanks once again, Bobby. Sean Clark would stop you. How you going to stop you? Say with my gun bang. Ow, that hurt. He start crying. Nah, I have nothing against Sean Clark. I had for a little bit because he went on this tear.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's in the about Halloween.
He's nothing compared to Robin Block from Creator VC.
Yeah.
Which I did my research. I haven't done a video yet on that topic, but I think I should in the future, because there's a Reddit post from somebody who was a fan of Aliens and was basically telling him, hey, this price is ridiculous, $100 for the Blu-ray. Like, yeah. I just want the Blu-ray. I don't care about any of this other stuff. Why do I not have an option for that? And then he did the whole, you're not a true fan unless you buy this $100 Blu-ray.
Is he a true fan if he sucks your balls?
I know. But then there were some comments in that Reddit that made me pause, and I don't know the validity of them. I don't know if it's entirely true, because people can, you know, say all kinds of shit on Reddit, but it tracks. It sounds pretty legit to me. And it's somebody who said that they knew some people who worked for Robin, for Creator VC, and he's the type of guy who, if you're a kiss ass with him, you know, you kiss his ass all day and every day, you know, he'll, you know, be a decent, okay boss. But if you push back in any way, he will alienate you and ignore you and potentially even fire you, because he just wants yes men. He wants nothing but yes men. And from the same source, they said that he was not paying his crew the editors and all these other people as much as they should be paid. So they were getting underpaid for the amount of time that they're putting into editing these documentaries and stuff like that. And apparently his finances are public, and he's making a shit ton, and he has no reason to not pay people more. He can afford it because apparently these projects are made on the cheap. And he's pocketing most of, if not all of the profits, whether it's from the crowdfunding or whether it's, from the sales.
To be honest, Mike, they kind of look cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just people talking like this.
Uh-huh.
Hey, how's it going?
Uh-huh.
There's aliens.
Uh-huh. But he
a
gets
guy
the
doesn't
stars.
pay his workers and keeps them. That sounds like every corporate boss in America.
Mm-hmm. And he's going on vacations, doing all this stuff, with the funds. And I heard that he left Kickstarter or Indiegogo and is now funding and, doing things on his own website because of the limitations that those sites had that prevented him from doing as many loopholes or taking advantage of it, all these different avenues for him to make a profit, whether they're,
sounds like Robin Koch.
Yeah, Robin Koch, exactly. Yeah, it's just sleazeball. That is the total
Sort of corporate guy.
Yeah, the total attitude and the total thing the vibe that I get from him. I don't even think he actually is that big of a fan of these genre films that or the horror genre. I think he's just a grifter, but with these nostalgic properties.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, to pay this much money just to have your credit at the end of the film.
And then try to guilt people, and then the whole FOMO stuff, and then like just how extreme the praise is for like his content. Like I looked up, I went on his website and I saw these quotes from people talking about, the Aliens, whatever, expanded special edition, the 40th anniversary edition. Like when I saw that, I was like, okay, come on, people, open your eyes. He is totally fucking using you. Like an anniversary edition of a documentary that came out 2 years ago because it's the 40th anniversary of Aliens.
He charged $100, but now he's charging $65.
Yeah.
Hey, True Fire Pink Eye, hope you're doing well. Jamal, thank you. Mike, did Corey Feldman have 18 #1 box office?
Fuck no. He's another, person who's, fake. Like Robin Block. Because if you look on this website for Aliens Expanded, these are actual quotes, not from any critics, but from early screener reviews. And some of these are just random and don't even really make a whole lot of sense. Because there's definitely a 10 out of 10. The reverence for Bill Paxton was palpable. I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with the documentary being good or not? That the reverence for Bill Paxton was palpable?
Just their favorite part.
It brought me back to when I first saw it in 1996.
Did anyone say they came in their pants?
No, but they might as well have. I mean, that's what that's basically the vibe I got from the trailer for Thing Expanded. Because they had this guy who was literally saying, it's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. 5 hours have never gone by so fast.
Neither has your money.
Exactly.
So real quick, Sean asked, Dream Hour, Shawshank Redemption. Which do you prefer? I would say the Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
I just like the story more in that. And then he asked, favorite scene from Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction. Favorite scene for Pulp Fiction, I would say it's a lot of good scenes in that. I don't know why the scene that sticks out is when him choosing the weapons, Bruce Willis, and then he has the samurai sword, and
Yeah,
I
that's a
like the
good
way
scene.
that was edited.
I'm gonna pick the dancing scene. I really like that scene with Travolta and Thurman, just the way it's edited and way it's shot. Forrest Gump.
When he got AIDS.
That's a different Tom Hanks movie. Probably, you
Let's
know,
see.
I would say one of my favorite scenes in that is definitely
Or
when
where he ran?
he's running. Yeah, he's running around the United States. That whole montage of him running.
Yeah, it's a good moment. I haven't seen Forrest Gump in forever, so I'd have to rewatch.
I would like
that
to rewatch that because I used to watch that a lot growing up. I'd rather watch Forrest Gump than any of these expanded documentaries, which are just a ripoff. It's like RoboCop, the Robo-Doc documentary, which, by the way, it's been almost a year, and there's still no Robo-Doc 2.
You're not getting it because it's been 8 years at least since that Police Academy documentary. And
It's coming soon, Matt. Have you been to their website recently? The Cult Screenings guys? It literally says it's coming soon still, which I find to be hilarious.
yeah, on Facebook, the last time they chatted was 2025.
Uh-huh. The last time Robo-Doc was talked about was 2025 as well.
They're in the bunker.
But Cult Screenings, they have enough time and money to be able to make a fake crappy looking AI bit of art of themselves on their website, which I found to be really, I'm like, oh, so you can use AI to create some artwork of yourselves, but you can't actually, you know, finish your fucking projects. Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, it's only been a couple years. So.
Robo-Doc, it's been way longer than that.
They
have all the footage.
It's only been almost 10 years. You got to
It's like, but they sold it to Screenbox. I'm like, well, you know, maybe you should have not done that. And like, what? It was probably because they needed the money. But like, couldn't you've done another Kickstarter or something? Like, why did you have to sell it to Screenbox in the first place?
To me, I'm like, yeah, start so you could keep more money and not release it.
Now they did do the Terrifier 3 documentary. They had ads and stuff for that, and that came out on time. So they have all the money and the resources to be able to do that documentary, the Art Attack documentary for Screenbox, that came out on time in less than a year, but they can't finish the Police Academy documentary.
Well,
They
probably
can't give
an actual company probably pay them that, so they had to do it. Otherwise, they would get sued.
Yeah.
Well, if it's you and others who pay for it, you can't do squats. So
it's like, you
that's
got to
good.
do this because Screenbox has paid you. Like, you have.
Yeah,
you
and
have
we're going to
to
sue your ass if you don't. Thank you once again, Sean. Thank you guys for your kindness. Have you watched Primal or Smiling Friends on Adult Swim? Primal, I've only seen the first season or so. It was good because it's a guy and his dinosaur, no dialogue. Very interesting. I had not seen the others. I think there's a new season.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
And Smiling Friends, I don't think I ever saw. So sorry, can't.
Speaking about documentaries again, like, what about that Turtles documentary? What's the update on that? Is that even
nothing?
Even close to being done?
Oh, they just blame it on tariffs, or they blame it on the California fires, or they blame it on they're in Canada and some other shit.
Yeah.
And it's like all these things.
Excuses.
Yeah, you're not going to see it for years at least. So
I think this is a new trend. They're copying the path that Creator VC has done, and they're just taking advantage of people's nostalgia and, you know, their love for these certain properties and trying to make it, oh, well, it's for you, the fan. It's a fan thing. Like, it's not for us, it's for you.
Well, it's not for us because we can't see it.
Yeah. But even when it comes to stuff that comes out, I am a fan of RoboCop. I am a fan of Aliens. I am a fan of The Thing. These expanded things are fucking lame to me. They go around and they basically just do a scene-by-scene breakdown of the movie that's boring. And then every now and then there's like a little like extra information or behind the scenes stuff or some extra details with some people who worked on the movie, some of the actors. And I think they're honestly pretty overhyped by the fan bases, especially Robo-Doc. I thought that was very mid.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks once again, Bobby, going with the story. I did it. I got great news. Mike said, Matt, I got bad news. I mean, I'm not looking for any
Okay.
daddies, okay? Maybe the quartering is. The course looking for his daddy. He's fucked in the ass, literally, probably.
You're gonna be getting even with Dad.
My city
along
was
with
killed.
Macaulay
He was sitting
Culkin.
in bed. They made him watch a shitty movie. No, no, I could cry. Well, Mike would probably let me do. Nah, Mike's nice to me. He made me watch a good movie. Some of these other people make me watch the shitty.
Yeah, I was like, because I actually requested him a different movie one time, and then he's like, "I'm not really into this," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll."
Yeah, because I know I wouldn't do a good
Yeah,
job.
and so I was like, "Oh, how about Insomniac with Dave Attell?"
That was nice. That was
so there we go.
Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Sean, thank you guys. Have you seen Teen Ralph? Well, okay, Teen Ralph I've seen. It's been a while since
Oh my
I've
God.
seen it.
I don't know if I saw that. I saw Splitting Heirs. I saw that. And I thought that was very forgettable. It's a similar thing. I think that's the original script that was supposed to be for King Ralph, and then it became that movie. There's an interesting story about King Ralph in terms of its connection with another project, with Major League of all things, if I remember correctly. But yeah, King Ralph, because I think King Ralph was originally supposed to have Bill Murray. I think he was supposed to be the lead in it, if I remember correctly, because it was a project that the writer of Major League was also involved with, and that's the reason why he even got anybody to look at his script for Major League, is because of the fact that he was doing this other project, and then he decided, oh, I'm gonna bring in Major League and see if they might be interested in that as well. So I guess King Ralph is basically the reason why Major League exists, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Okay. Yeah, I remember not being big on Teen Ralph. My favorite Martian, I did not like the film.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
Yeah. Smokey and the Bandit I liked. I reviewed that on the channel.
Smokey the Bandit is a classic. Great movie.
Yeah.
Lego Movie I really like. I still haven't seen the second part. I want to, but I've heard very mixed things on it. The Lego Batman movie, I remember not minding either.
Rover Dangerfield, I don't remember much other than Rod. I know what it is. I don't remember a thing about it.
I mean, I appreciate Rodney's passion for the project, and what he did and what he was willing to sacrifice in terms of a salary and all that other stuff to get the movie made. But all that effort didn't really seem like it was for something that was that good or even worth, that much put into it. So, but I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah.
Speaking of comedians like that, I really wish we got a Sam Kinison movie, where he was the lead. I don't think we didn't get that. We just had him doing little bit parts in TV.
Yeah.
Or that part that he did in Back to School, which was hilarious. He stole the entire scene honestly, you could argue he might have stole the entire movie, because a lot of people, their most memorable scene that they remember from that movie is the scene in the classroom with Kinison.
Yeah, that would have been nice to see. He was very talented. It's too bad we never got that. Well, quick, The Graduate. Hey, Matt, do you think You're Okay, I'm Okay, the Asian film you review, was the most profane film you ever seen? They did curse a lot. They cursed more than most Rob Zombie films.
Wow.
So it was one of them. It's pretty much a remake of the Apartment with Jack Lemmon.
Okay.
But it's like people are like, fuck this, fuck that.
Wow.
Shit. It's like they just found what cursing was.
it puts that dinner table scene in Donnie Darko to shame, I guess. Like when I rewatched that, I was like, what is this? Did Rob Zombie watch this movie and this whole dinner table scene? And he was like, that's it. That's exactly how I'm going to write my dialogue from now on.
And thank you. Hey, David Dilts. Hope you're doing well. I have not seen The Ugly Stepsister.
I haven't seen it yet either. Looks interesting though.
I didn't even know that was a thing. So first time I've heard of it. Ugly Stepsister.
It's a French film, and it came out last year, and it's like a really twisted take on Cinderella, and it's got like body horror elements. So
okay. Yeah, I've never heard of it, so can't say anything about it. Thank you, Sean. Have you seen Lost in America? No. The Presidio, it was okay. Akira, love.
Tetsuo!
Yeah. Invisible Man, like. Neighbors, haven't seen forever, so don't remember much of it.
Lost in America, that I think it's the Brooks movie, I think.
Yeah, Albert Brooks, I believe.
Albert Brooks movie. I think I saw that once ages ago. Neighbors, disappointing considering the cast. And it's a bittersweet film for me, just thinking back, because it's really its failure is the main reason why John relapsed. Because he really had faith in the film. You know, I don't know why, but you know, it is what it is. And he really relished the opportunity to play against type and, you know, play the normal guy. And he thought that it was going to be a bigger hit than it actually was, and people were going to, you know, get more into it. And because he went to a screening and people weren't laughing, and actually people were booing and stuff like that, it got to him, and then he relapsed soon after. So
that's too bad.
The Presidio I thought was okay thriller with Sean Connery.
Yeah, it was
nice. The Invisible Man's a classic. I grew up watching that along with a good chunk of other Universal monster movies.
Yeah. And actually, Pork Chop, I reacted to a review of this on the channel if you want to give that a look. It's a notorious bad film where the monster is so very, very slow.
Just slow.
Yeah, it was like a slow slug, and people just stare for it to eat them. But yeah, if you actually go on my channel, I did react to a review. That was a request, so I have heard of it. And obviously Mike has heard of it.
I'm looking on a list of films coming out this year. Matt, they're doing another Sniper. It's called Sniper No Nation.
Yeah, it's like the 12th one.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Stop with these
like
sniper
the
movies.
Sniper movie, yeah. Oh, hey, Rich, direct to streamer. Hope you're doing well, man.
12 sniper movies.
How's it going, Rich? I know you're writing some films for Tubi. How's that going, Rich?
Tom Berenger needs a paycheck, apparently.
Yeah. Hey there, Alex Lips. Hope you're doing well. Hey there, Mark. Let's see. People are just saying their favorite stuff from Forrest Gump. That's how far I'm behind.
Hey, Matt, did you see the trailer for Lee Cronin's The Mummy?
Yeah, I saw that one was Evil Dead.
Uh-huh. The thing that grabbed me about that trailer is just how dumb the premise of the movie is. Like, who in the hell is going to take that thing home?
The guy in the Evil Dead remake.
Okay, yeah, the guy who ripped the plastic bag open with the barbed wire and read the book. Yeah, okay, I could definitely see that happening.
Maybe he's in it.
Maybe he's the dad. He's the father. Like, the whole premise of that is just stupid to me. I'm like, who will take that thing home? It's not human anymore. Your daughter is dead.
It looks like any other possession film.
Yeah, that too.
Well, thank you, Jamroll. Mike, what is your favorite Michelle Yeoh movies?
I'd have to look up her filmography. I know she was in Tomorrow Never Dies, right?
Yep, Tomorrow Never Dies. For me, Super Cop would be up there. And then I forget what it was called.
Definitely not Wicked.
I forget what it was called, but it was one of those Hong Kong films where she played a cop. I forget what it was.
I'd probably say at the top of my head, just not knowing her entire filmography, I'd probably say Tomorrow Never Dies, because that's one of my favorite Bond movies.
But hey there, Panda Booty. Yeah, the cucking. I was talking about the quartering. I mean the cucking. I mean the cuck. I mean the flagger, the flagget. Yeah. Like Van Damme and Double Impact. That's so done the
Oh yeah, she was in The Mummy 3.
Yeah, sadly. She fucked up.
Gotta feed my cat real quick.
That's okay. Hey, Bod Zombie. Hope you're doing well, man. Yes, the quartering is a dumbass. If you don't know who he is, you're lucky. Thank you, Bobby. Mike said, hi, Mike. Oh, hi, guys. Mike and I do a commentary on Robo Police remake UFO 3. Mike said, yeah, 2 horrible films remade and sequel films that we love. Matt said, yeah, like UFO 2, my favorite. I'm sure those will be real films sooner or later, so... And they'll probably be just as shitty as Alien 3.
UFO 3, huh?
I don't think it's a real film, but it will be soon. It'll probably be ITN. But yes, yeah, Sam Kinison was a great scene back to school. Hey, Great Brewer, hope you're doing well. Hey, Premiere, thank you so much, man. Idea of a found footage Jason Voorhees film? Nah, I like found footage. Well, found footage films are hit and miss. When they hit, I really, really enjoy them. But a lot of them are really bad.
Yeah.
For every 2, there'll be 10 that I dislike. And then 2 of them I'll like. So for every 12, every dozen, 2 of them I like, 10 I don't.
It's kind of how I look at horror anthologies. I love horror anthologies when they're done the right way. But sadly, because it's easy to do a bunch of shitty shorts on the cheap, especially lately, there's a lot more bad horror anthologies than there are good ones.
Exactly.
I mean, and that's really rough when you're watching a bad horror anthology, because now you're watching just 5 or 6 bad movies all in one.
Yeah, because for every Creep Show or Cat's Eye or Trick or Treat, there's Creep Show 3,
American Nightmare.
Which one?
American Nightmare with Danny Trejo.
Yeah, there's Holidays I didn't care for. There's probably, and then same with found footage. Like we saw As Above, So Below together. We both enjoyed that.
I like that a lot. I still don't understand why it got crapped on. It's a unique. It's like it's a found footage adventure horror movie. Like
Also, even the Uncle Bill from Dead Pit, he liked it. They saw a reason. That was really cool. But yeah, found footage. For a new Friday the 13th film, if you have to, just do Jason in the Snow.
Yeah,
with decent characters.
I heard they're gonna do that in the Crystal Lake series. There's gonna be an episode in the snow. Apparently.
Okay, so it's Mama Voorhees.
I know.
But I mean, if she only killed, like in one point, it'd be just a lot of buildup.
Yeah.
So character interactions.
Yeah.
I don't think that does not interest me.
It doesn't interest me either. I find it interesting though that the Angry Orchard produced like Jason fan film or whatever is gone.
Yeah, I have a feeling the company they made a deal with, I guess they just don't want it up for some reason. Just from what I understand, it wasn't the director's choice.
Yeah.
The director was interviewed.
There's probably some kind of legal thing.
Yeah, maybe the company doesn't want that. Maybe
because they're going to do an actual new Friday the 13th movie in the future. So
yeah, maybe they made a deal and this is going to be up for a little bit. After this amount of time we have to take off. That was part of the deal.
And speaking of horror franchises, Lee Cronin, The Mummy, the Evil Dead Rise director, he's hinting at, I would love to do Nightmare on Elm Street. I would love for you not to.
Lee Cronin
Yeah.
of Evil Dead Rise.
Uh-huh.
Fuck Evil Dead Rise.
What a letdown of a movie.
Yeah.
Finally have an Evil Dead movie in a high rise, and they don't even utilize that concept very well at all.
Yeah, wasn't for me. People liked it. That's cool. Wasn't for me.
Not for me either.
Does Mike have a favorite Disney Channel original movie?
I'd have to look at a list, but I know Halloween Town is up there because
A lot of
I'm
people like that
very
one.
nostalgic for Halloween Town. I do also. I'm trying to think of some of the other DComs, like Disney Channel original movies. I remember. I actually do like the 13th Year. I would probably say I liked it more than you did, but like that also might be some
I didn't hate
nostalgia. I haven't seen it in forever.
I didn't hate it,
but I do remember liking that one. I would watch that when that was on.
Yeah.
In terms of, but I would probably say Halloween Town off the top of my head because there's other ones that I've seen, but like Xenon, but like it's not like I'm super big on them. And a lot of the Disney Channel original movies after a certain point were catered towards tween girls, really. So it was like a demographic that I really wasn't that intrigued or interested in at all.
So real quick, like that sniper movie you mentioned, was that called No Nation or something?
Yeah.
So Adam here, hey there, Adam, says they're developing a part 2 to it. So it continues.
So we're gonna have 13 sniper movies.
Yeah. Lucky number 13.
Be like the witchcraft films.
The witchcraft of action films is out.
Yeah.
A lot less tits. Hey there, Sabian. Hope you're doing well. The quartering did everything wrong. It'd be 20 minutes to get into it. No, we're not doing live commentaries of the sniper films. There's like 12 of them. It's too many. Thank you, Ratchet. The worst movie with the best soundtrack for him is 2002 Time Machine. So Alien 3 is one.
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin. Yeah.
Because of the original soundtrack. I actually really like that soundtrack because it's got the Smashing Pumpkins song on it. It's got R. Kelly. R. Kelly he sucks, but I like that song, Gotham City.
So yeah, I was thinking of score, but let me think of songs. Because score, I was thinking Alien 3 because I really like that score.
Elliot Goldenthal did a great job,
but I'm not big on the movie, of course. But let me think of songs. A song soundtrack. Let me give that a good minute. Has a good soundtrack, but the movie's terrible. Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind the soundtrack to that.
Yeah.
It's pretty awful film.
Terrible movie. It's all in the theater.
Yeah. There's some good songs in there.
I do also, speaking of scores, movie scores for bad movies, I do like Basil Poradoris' work for RoboCop 3. Like, I actually think that's a pretty solid score.
Yeah, it's better than the movie.
Yeah.
So that's a good choice. Any new trailers you've seen, Matt or Mike?
I did watch some. I gotta look up the.
Well, we just talked about the Night of the Living Dead one. It looked awful.
Yes.
Let's see. I have thoughts on Steer Movie 6. If you want to look that up, Psycho Hobo, that is up on the channel.
Did a good job with that one. I saw Street Fighter. Honestly, it looks like fun. It looks like it's dumb, but in a lot of ways, that's what the game was. So, like, it's over the top and kind of dumb, but it looks entertaining. And I like the style. And I like the way it's shot. So, it looks a lot better than, the rise of Cum Lee, from back in the day, for damn sure.
I fucking hated it.
Hey, it's cool.
Yeah, but actually, those thoughts will be up sometime tomorrow. That was a request.
It's all right.
But if people liked it, that's fine. To me, you'll hear about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Other trailers.
I saw a trailer today for Practical Magic 2.
Didn't see that trailer.
Yeah, they're doing a sequel to that because Sandra Bullock needs a paycheck.
Yeah, the sequel no one was asking for.
And I'm surprised Nicole Kidman can even showcase any emotions on her face anymore with all the Botox that she's gotten. There's a new horror movie with Adam Scott that's getting all this hype called Hokum, and I don't get it because the trailer to me looked very underwhelming. And then it's the one that shows like this creepy figure that's supposed to be creepy, but it's this guy with donkey ears and googly eyes. And I'm just like, that is just fucking laughable. That's not scary. I don't think it is. It's just some guy with donkey ears and like googly eyes.
Eddie Murphy?
No.
Too bad. That would have been better.
I agree.
Okay, the other one I think is Mortal Kombat 2, and I could do
a
rat's ass about
or the Ice Cream Man with Eli Roth. His next
I didn't know there
horror
was
movie.
a trailer for that.
Yeah, it dropped. The teaser trailer dropped recently.
Yeah.
Or this movie called The Breadwinner with this comedian named, I think, Nate Bargatze, and it's literally just Mr. It's like Mr. Mom again. It's the lazy, uninspired, crappy plot about a father who has to take care of his kids, and being a parent is like an alien language. He just cannot decipher it to save his life.
Because he's a bitch.
Yeah. And then you got Masters of the Universe, the new Masters of the Universe movie.
Pork chop, that'd be a lot because that's 10 years to look into just off the top of your head for Mike to do.
Yeah, that'd be a lot. It'd be a fun video topic, but not something I could do.
How about 85?
Okay.
Is there a film at 85 that you think of that would be the one?
So I could go look at my letterbox probably, and I could probably.
Yeah, let's do like one. Because again, 10 would be a lot. Thank you, Pork Chop, but it's a lot to off the top of my head. But
did you see the Motu trailer, Matt? The new Masters of the Universe?
Sadly.
Yeah. What did you think about that trailer?
Can kiss my ass.
Yeah, there's no Dolph.
Yeah, and
so no sale. Spaceballs sequel.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
The new one. I don't know. I don't know about Spaceballs 2. I'd rather watch that than Fokker-in-Law though. That looked fucking awful. Yeah. Or this movie called Ladies First, which is like, what if there's an alternate universe where all the women are basically acting like men and all the men are acting like women? Like the power dynamic is shifted, starring Borat. Yeah, it looks cringe.
I'll pass. Take a pass. Hey there, Sadie. Hope you're doing well. Been watching Freddy's Nightmares on Road 2 Live. Very cool. Very cool, Sadie.
Fun show. Definitely one of the more bizarre horror anthology or just anthology shows in general, just because of the way that it's structured and the way that each episode is set up.
Shouldn't be called The Mummy, like what the fuck over. Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's just a possession movie with a bit of Evil Dead, because he did Evil Dead Rise, and this is more like...
I heard it's really gory and violent, and I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't mean that it's good.
It's a period, but I don't want to watch a period either. If a pregnant lady had a period, that'd be pretty bloody and gory too, but I don't want to watch...
I think there is a movie called that, if I remember correctly.
Well, the Amber Heard story. I don't want to watch The Mummy, The Cummy, The Scummy. Ain't no funny in that money. Fuck The Mummy. Unless you want to pay me, you pay Mike, pay us. We'll give us paid request. We'll watch Lee Cronin's The Mummy, The Scummy.
It's like it's over an hour. It's over 2 hours. That's what I read.
Of course it is, because they don't know how to edit. Bod Zombie says, I gave up on Evil Dead after Rise. I wasn't a huge fan of the earlier remake, but it was watchable. Ash vs. Evil Dead was good. Rise just pissed me off. Yeah, it pissed a lot of people off. Well, a lot of people praised it. A lot of people loved it. I did not. Mike was not big on it. The guys that did bid hated it. Yeah, we weren't big on it. Evil Dead Rise, it's a concept that could have worked. High Rise, kind of like Demons 2, but they worried about making eggs and some other
Exactly.
creature that they ripped off from The Thing.
Yeah.
Giant creature just running around the
Let's
garage.
see here. I'm just looking at 1985.
Like this Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, there's Zach Krager's going to do another
Oh
Resident
yeah,
Evil.
it's supposedly it's like Fury Road, which I don't know how Fury Road is Resident Evil, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But speaking of, action, I saw a trailer for a movie called The Furious. Now that looked good.
I haven't seen that trailer. I've heard good things about it.
That looked pretty fucking awesome, I have to be honest.
Cool. Very good.
It definitely, there were like people who said best fight scenes since the raid, and the trailer, I'm like, yeah, I could kind of see it. Like this is some really good choreography. So that looked like a fun action
Very
movie.
Cool. Hey Q Dog, would you want to review next Friday? Yeah, I'd love to revisit next Friday. That's a fun one. Same with the first. Did not see Bob Odenkirk's new film Normal. Did not get requested that.
I haven't seen that, and I haven't seen the sequel.
Nobody 2.
Nobody 2. I haven't seen that either.
It was okay. I thought the first was better.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay. Sharon Stone, she felt out of place in that, but yeah, I have not seen Nobody. What
For
are
1985, I don't know if I would say Perfect is the worst film of that year, but it definitely is something.
John Travolta.
Yeah, the John Travolta, Jamie Lee Curtis workout movie. Curtis is hot in that, so I guess there's that. So that can't be the worst, just solely due to that.
Doesn't seem like much of a movie though.
It's a strange film. It really is.
I'm curious, what would be mine worst of 85? I'm curious.
I'm on Wikipedia right now.
Look at my worst, and I'm gonna go decade 80s, and then click 85.
I don't think I have enough reviewed on my letterbox to do it that way.
Okay, for me, the two are Horror House on Highway 5 and
yeah. I saw that up there, and I was like, yeah, that'll probably be on Matt's list.
And Wes Craven's Chiller.
Yeah, that was pretty bad too. That's the one about the cryo freezing.
Yeah, it's boring as shit.
That sucked.
What are Mike's thoughts on Don Fettuccine making another Chucky?
I fucking hate it. I hate it. And I check out the Chucky subreddit just for laughs, and there's so many Chucky fans who are just eating the shit up, which just completely blows my mind. It really does.
They eat pieces of shit for breakfast. I don't know.
I don't.
I mean, if they look forward, that's fine. In all seriousness, the last Don Mancini thing, the TV show, wasn't for me.
I still haven't seen it. I do have all 3 seasons because I'm a completionist and I got a good deal on them. But yeah, I don't really know what to say about the show because I haven't seen it yet. But in terms of the last Don Mancini films, I don't like Cult. I don't like Curse.
Me neither.
Curse with the chili. Like, oh my god, scary chili. Horrifying.
15-minute scene about chili.
And then Chucky looking like a Barbie doll. And then Curse of Chucky with Voodoo for Dummies. I literally left a comment on the subreddit, and people are like, why is it so bad? And I'm like, 2 words. Not 2 words. I'm trying to remember how many words it is. What, 3 words? I got 3 words for you. Voodoo for Dummies. And actually I got downvoted for that. I got negative votes for saying that on that subreddit. Like, they're defending Voodoo for Dummies. I mean, like, come on now.
Well, they probably defend Seed of Chucky too.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, worst film 85, Fever Pitch. Ryan O'Neal. What a stinker. God, that's a terrible movie. It's the kind of film that I'm surprised Vinegar Syndrome is not released on Blu-ray or 4K with some kind of fucking overpriced special edition. To be like, it's the first time it's ever been released in widescreen and in HD.
Don't give a shit. Most egregious epic fail movie plot hole. I vote for the Stigmata. I don't remember that butterfly effect. I don't remember.
Yeah,
what
that
is.
was pretty bad. The stigmata thing, that was pretty
I
rough in
don't
that
remember
movie.
that butterfly effect. Trying to remember what that was. But anyway, egregious epic fail movie plot hole. For me, Superman the movie.
Okay.
Because I get that he goes back in time. But okay, if he stopped the missile, right?
Uh-huh.
Why did the telephone poles fall down that Jimmy Olsen says fell down when he arrived?
Oh,
Which
yeah.
only happened because the missile hit.
Yeah.
The missile didn't hit because Lois
Mhm.
Lane's alive and the ground didn't cave
That's
in.
probably a continuity thing they didn't think about when they did the ending.
But yet Jimmy Olsen's out there, which he was only
Yeah.
out there because, and he's like, all these telephone poles were falling down. And I'm like, but wait a minute. That should not even be a case because the missile should not even happen.
Yeah.
So the telephones would not have, that Jimmy wouldn't be out there. And it's stuff like that that buzzed
For
the
me,
Superman. I love the movie, but the ending
yeah.
bugged the fuck
For
out
me,
of
it comes down to a couple choices. One is Alien 3, the egg and the face hugger on the Sulaco. That's a fucking plot hole. There's no explanation for it that I've seen that honestly makes a lick of sense. And I mean, how is the queen gonna lay an egg without an ovipositor that got blown to fucking pieces by Ripley at the end
Well, I
of
guess
Aliens?
some would say it can still lay eggs. It's just that makes it place them specifically where it
Yeah,
wants to.
but it's based on a wasp, and I remember looking that up. That actually is, it's not just like placing things where it's actually how it lays eggs. So it's based on the the physiology of an insect. So if that portion is destroyed, that it won't be able to actually lay eggs. If that is actually how the xenomorph's physiology works. But
Yeah,
regardless, it's just
that chick under's drift.
it doesn't make any fucking sense. And The Dark Knight Rises is full of plot holes as well.
Don't say that.
Ton of them.
You get Nolan fans.
Like the biggest one is definitely how Bruce got into Gotham when the bridge was blown up with no money.
The bridge is out. The bridge is out.
And I'm reading Nightfall right now, and it's triggering, but not in a way where like, oh, I'm pissed at the comic that I'm reading. I'm pissed at Nolan and his stupid brother for how they wrote Dark Knight Rises and took a shit on Nightfall.
Well, Find Up Dream Master asks, which Batman comic do you prefer, Killing Joke or Dark Knight Returns?
Dark Knight Returns. I do like Killing Joke, but I think honestly the animated version of that's kind of made me sour on the Killing Joke a little bit, because whenever I think about it, I think of just unnecessary, fucking weird, uncomfortable fan fiction that the writer threw in that movie.
You mean Batman didn't fuck Batgirl in the ass?
No.
I thought that was a thing. I thought everyone knew that. That's what the Killing Joke told me. Batgirl just sucked Batman's dick. Or what the hell happened? I haven't read the comics, to be fair, just based on their adaptations to Dark Knight Returns easily. I think just the general story I would care more than the Killing
Well, also
Joke.
the story's better. It's more interesting. Killing Joke is still good, but
So Chaz is asking, since Shudder is bringing back Tales from the Crypt, but for understand, they didn't up the picture.
yeah,
right?
here I was gonna bring that up eventually. I am mixed on this. For one, it was really a lot of fun to hear John Kassir play the Crypt Keeper again in the promo. He hasn't lost his touch at all. In fact, it just made me want another Tales from the Crypt with John Kassir back as a Crypt Keeper again. But they are, if the promo is anything to go by, they're using AI. They're using AI to upscale the episodes. And it's pretty obvious in the promo ad for Tales from the Crypt. And, I have some fan-made upscales that I downloaded off the internet, and they look okay. I would say the best looking ones are the ones from the first 2 seasons, which tracks because the first 2 seasons were the best looking DVDs. I don't know what it is. They had a different print or something that they were utilizing to put on disc in comparison to the later seasons, because it's like honestly kind of a night and day difference when you go from seasons 3 through 7 and you compare them to seasons 1 through 2. I don't understand. Seasons 1 through 2 were also the DVDs that didn't have the intro. They had the intro later on for season 3 and onward, but Tales from the Crypt is always going to be something that was going to be very difficult to have an HD or even remotely close to HD without any sort of upscaling or any sort of extra stuff, because of the limitations of the source file, because it was shot on film, but for as far as I know, they don't have access to that anymore. The film was either destroyed or it's lost, and all that you have is the master tapes in HBO's libraries, and they're VHS. So there's only there's only so much you could do with that. It's kind of similar to what happened with Star Trek: The Next Generation when they restored that show. It looks fantastic, but it cost them tens of millions of dollars to remaster Star Trek: The Next Generation. That's what it would cost to do Tales from the Crypt if you're looking at the master tapes and remastering stuff, from scratch, and to do it, the right way. And they're never going to do that. So what you're going to get is upscales. And I don't know. Honestly, for Shudder, they cap out in terms of their picture quality at 720p. They don't even have HD. They don't even have 1080p, which I didn't know until I did some research recently. And I'm like, how are you doing like a streaming service and you don't have like 1080p?
Don't know.
And Tubi's also the same way. Tubi only is 720p, and they're releasing new movies. Like there's a movie called Hive that came out recently. It's a Tubi exclusive, and it's only in 720p. But yeah, with Tales from the Crypt, it's great. It's good news that it's hitting a streaming platform, because it's been so long, or I think it might be the first time. And so I think that's a big thing. It shows that some of the legal issues have been worked out. So maybe, it can lead to some more Tales from the Crypt, which I would love to see, even if it's a Shudder show. But I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see on that. I don't think the Tales from the Crypt streaming in May on Shudder means there's going to be a Blu-ray. I don't think that at all. I don't think we're getting a new physical media release of the show. I just think you have it streaming, which is cool and everything. But that's about as far as it's probably going to go. But it is interesting that there's a new Tales from the Crypt Holdings incorporated business sort of LTD that just propped up with a couple of the producers of the original show and Lauren Shulin Donner. So there's something cooking, but I don't know if it means that there's a new show cooking. But
Right.
the fact that they put that together, there's a new Tales from the Crypt Holdings, that really is something that I think should be continued to be monitored going forward in terms of anything new Tales from the Crypt.
Just quick, like 2 Dot, yeah, I'd be open to reviewing next Friday. Feel free if you want to. Dabian, the Street Fighter thoughts will be up tomorrow. Thank you. Bod Zombie is asking us, do we like Mystery Men? He's currently reading the comic where they teamed up with the Ninja Turtles.
I love
Never
Mystery
knew that
Men.
comic existed.
That's one of my favorite superhero movies, actually. I really, really like Mystery Men. I grew up watching that on VHS, so I'm a big fan of that one.
Cool. That's a film I need to watch again. I need to watch that again and give it another shot. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so It'd be my thoughts would not be the best to give out since it's not too fresh in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And we both liked Airplane. I reviewed on my channel. Did you review it?
I did.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't love Airplane, but I do like the movie. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
Some of my favorite bits, though, don't necessarily have to do with some of the other sight gags, that are more, or some of the other recurring bits that are more popular. Like, I'm with you. The guy who, like, let me make a hat or whatever. Like, I
Oh yeah.
I don't really think that guy is that funny.
Yeah, some
But
people really liked him. He's not the character I like. I like the other characters better.
I love the Stack man himself, Robert Stack, and that whole scene in the beginning where he's just beating the crap out of everybody, including the Scientologists or whatever it was, or Hare Krishnas.
But my favorite will always be an Airplane too with Shatner. The lights are beeping and beeping and flipping and beeping. That's always the one that gets me the most.
That one's not the entirety of the film is not the best, but that is a great scene for sure.
William Shatner is pretty fun in that. But hey, Orc, hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're getting better with your health, man. Yes, I'm sure we've heard about Top Gun 3. That is a thing.
I don't know. We'll see.
Things,
I mean, Maverick surprised the hell out of me. I thought that was not going to be good because it was so long since the first. But, I should have trusted Tom a little bit more. But speaking of sequels, wait to Gremlins 3. Like, I got a video I'm going to be doing in the future because somebody requested me to share my thoughts on potential Gremlins 3, and I just don't want it. I mean, it's gonna suck. I think they've tried before. I think there's been multiple scripts and multiple attempts to try to do a third one, and they just never really got off the ground. I think one of them at one point was what ultimately became Space Jam, if I remember correctly. Was like a Gremlins third movie or something. I remember reading that somewhere. But maybe I'm getting
confused. They don't play basketball or something.
I don't know. Maybe I was getting confused with some of the concepts they had for Gremlins 2 that didn't get made. But yeah, there were a lot of ideas that were thrown around, and Gremlins Go to Mars, I think, was one I remember reading about, and it just sounded terrible.
Yeah, Gremlins 2 worked because it really went for the heavens.
It was just insanity.
Different, unique. What could you do today with Gremlins? Yeah. And then they'd be CGI. They'd be more adapted going CGI. It'll be easier, faster filmmaking. That just would not be.
It's gonna be like Beetlejuice. If they do make a Gremlins 3. And
do you think Joe Dante returns to direct, or they get someone else?
I don't think he does. He's been retired for
that's what I thought.
Years. I don't think he's coming out of retirement. And if he does, I don't necessarily think that is a good thing or a positive. Or even if he's involved creatively, because with these sequels that happen many, many years too late, it doesn't mean anything anymore if the original writer or the original director or any of these people are involved with it. Look no further than Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Oh yeah, I saw your post about the writer.
Yeah, that was
writing their own scripts in the past.
It was so terrible. Like, it was an actual article from way back in the day on where Ed Solomon was interviewed, and he was talking about Bill and Ted, and it was just like, oh my god, man! Like,
and
really?
Him and his buddy wrote the Bill and Ted films.
Yeah. So he's talking about things being retconned, because he even admits that Bill and Ted, little Bill, little Ted at the end of Bogus Journey, they were boys, and they retconned it. And this is the actual quote from him.
Oh, I didn't even think about that when I reviewed Boda's Journey. I fucking didn't. That's right.
Uh-huh.
I was talking about the other retcon stuff, like they have all the newspaper clippings
Uh-huh.
and all the other bullshit, but I didn't fucking think they were fucking boys.
Yeah.
Just Bill and Ted. Like, I didn't even think about it.
It's okay.
Now
So it's like, I'd like to
yeah,
pretend they were always girls. They weren't always girls. We assumed because we were adolescent boys when we wrote Excellent Adventure. And we were barely post-adolescent boys when we wrote Bogus Journey. Of course, we assumed that they were going to be boys. They happen to be played by girls, interestingly. Doesn't matter.
Why do they have to be?
But regardless, look, we were immature adolescent males. This part pissed me off.
Why? Because you can't have a boy?
And so we wrote an immature adolescent male fantasy. Dude.
How?
Why are you shitting on Excellent Adventure? 30 years pass, life changes, the world changes, we change, we grow up. See? We mature, we get married, we have children, we have sons, we have daughters, and of course our culture evolves as it should. I'm like, oh my God, Solomon.
What was bad about Bill and Ted that was immature?
I know, but we still in 2009 and 2010, we thought, let's write them as boys because that's what we figured, young Will and Theo. And I cannot tell you how boring they were. Oh God, derivative, stale. We tried to give them Bill and Ted type voices, just unbelievably like rehashed crap. We hated it. We tried to make them into cool guys. That was stupid. And I'm like, well, when you had them as girls, it was just them acting like their dads anyway. But it's girls.
And boring.
It wasn't like you changed anything dramatically by doing that. And then when we finally had an idea a few years later, we said, wait, why are we beating our heads against the wall with this? What if they had daughters? What if it's Billy and Thea? And that just opened it up completely. So that's a much better idea. And it helped us with something we were trying to do anyway with the movie, which is the first two movies, they are male-centric. They were written by boys who knew no better. That part right there. Like, oh my God, Solomon. And so this gave us a chance to go, let's just widen it, man. Let's let there be more of a female presence and just make it more inclusive. So even threw in that buzzword, the inclusive buzzword. And I didn't know about any of this before the movie came out. This was all stuff that was happening like promotion wise. I knew nothing about this interview until years later. So no wonder it sucked. No wonder Face the Music was so bad. That was the mindset from the writer, Ed Solomon. Are you okay, Matt?
Yeah. I'm just closing my eyes just so I could get this headache away from just what the fuck I just heard.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Bod Zombie. I appreciate that.
Uh-huh.
That helps.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
No wonder it was so bad.
They were cooks.
Yep.
What a bunch of bitches. Those two can go suck each other's fucking dicks.
And their weird like hatred of Bogus Journey too is something that baffles me.
What?
Their hatred of Bogus Journey, like how they don't like Bogus Journey, but then they rip it off anyway in Face the Music. So,
Jesus Christ. Bill and Ted 3 is dog shit.
So terrible. I still don't understand the pass that it got from Bill and Ted fans, and still does. Because if you go on Bill and Ted Reddits and other places, you get a lot of people talking about how
Seb says that's your first mistake going on Reddit.
Yeah.
Reddit is a pretty big cesspool.
It is. There are some cool little subreddits though that are a little more level-headed. But I also have fun just looking at some of these.
Yeah.
Just to see, because I can't look at IMDb anymore because they locked all their user reviews behind an account creation now. You have to create an account to be able to read the user reviews on IMDb. That's
fine. I actually read more Letterboxd than IMDb anyway.
Yeah.
But hey there, Sloan. Hope you're doing well. And does Mike like the first Hangover film?
Yeah, I love it. I saw it in the theater. it's still one of the funniest theatrical experiences I can think of off the top of my head. Like the theater was just dying laughing, and it was just a really great experience. Like and I get why a lot of films after tried to recapture it because it was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
But I hate the trend that it caused because it really popularized very lazy sophomoric shock comedy, which became pretty much all comedy post Hangover in the 2010s and through a good chunk of the 2020s.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like the first one. Sequels, not so much, but the first one I still like. I still have fun with. The sequels, it didn't need
The second
sequels.
one's just the first movie, but in Thailand.
Yeah, and the third one is weird.
Yeah, I don't like the third one.
But it's just weird.
Let's be serious.
But Jamal's asking, Mike, have you ever listened to the Michael Bean podcast?
I've listened to some clips. Haven't listened to it in its entirety, but I did listen to some clips and I liked what I heard. You know, his interview with James Cameron, where they talk about Alien 3.
Yeah.
And there's some other, you know, bits and pieces I've heard. I've also heard Michael Bean interviews with other people. He was on, I think, Jamie Kennedy's podcast or somebody else's podcast recently. Jamie Kennedy was talking about Kubrick, and Michael Bean was like salty about Kubrick because a friend of his was treated like shit by Kubrick.
Yeah.
And Kennedy's trying to be a kiss ass to Kubrick, and Bean was like, what the like that Bean was just like not holding back. He was like, fuck Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, that's a fun bit of business. Yeah. Haven't listened to every podcast, but I listened to some of his stuff, and
good for him.
It's cool.
I'm glad he's, you know, found a little niche there with the podcast. Speaking of stars, you know, movie stars and stuff like that, and
obviously because of his history of drinking and his stroke, sometimes he goes all over the place, but he does what he can.
So I think he talked about Tombstone, I think, in one interview, which was interesting. And, you know, of course, Tombstone stars Kurt Russell, and then there's that whole, you know, did Kurt Russell direct it? And it's more of a collaborative effort type thing. And speaking of Kurt Russell, I gotta vent a little bit here because over here in Portland, in the Pacific Northwest, you know, near me, there's a theater called the Hollywood Theater, and they announced an event where they're going to have Kurt Russell at a screening of The Thing. And
okay, I know where this is going.
I signed up for a subscription to this Hollywood Theater. It was like $65 for the full year, just so I could get an opportunity to be able to get a ticket to this show. It was $100 per ticket because it's Kurt Russell, and they were all going to Goldie Hawn's charity apparently. And there's only like 250 or 350 tickets available, and you're going to be competing with all like thousands of different members. And the theater gave specific directions in terms of how you were going to get a ticket. You had to wait for an email at noon on the day of the ticket sale, and if it's not, you don't get the email, you go to the website and you click on the link there. I'm logged into my account long before the time of the tickets, when they're going to be going live. I have my email open. Noon comes around, no email. So I'm waiting on the website, looking for the link. And then like minutes pass, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Still don't have an email. Then I just randomly click on my profile, and it puts me into a digital waiting room automatically with like 650 something people. So I already knew that I was screwed. I already knew that I was not going to get a ticket. And Then I found out through social media and through other people that were complaining, rightfully so, about how this shit show was handled. It sold out within like less than 2 minutes. They put a link on their Instagram and Facebook for the waiting room, but they never sent out emails to everybody. They never updated their website. And then after the fact, the theater has an apology that just makes things worse for me. They were just like, oh, well, we screwed up and we didn't update our website. Our website update didn't go through properly. And then our email provider wasn't able to handle all of the bulk of the emails. And we did have the link out on social media, but only a few tickets got sold that way. And I'm just like, no tickets should have been sold that way, period. And it was just a clusterfuck, and I never stood a chance. And it really soured me on the theater. And I had a lot of great experiences with that theater over the years. And I was just like, you got to be fucking kidding. Like, this entire debacle. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if there were not even 350 tickets. Like, there were already tickets that were sold to theater members who were connected directly to the theater, special little handouts behind the scenes. And that's why, they didn't handle, everything so well. Yeah. They're awesome in that regard. I've had so many great memories. You've seen the Blob remake in the theater in 35 millimeter, seeing all these different films with different makeup effects artists and directors in attendance, seeing Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood with Kane Hodder. And I would have loved to have had the once in a lifetime opportunity of, getting a ticket to go see The Thing with Kurt Russell, but didn't happen because I didn't stand a fucking chance in hell. It's just the unfairness of it all just pissed me off, and also just the incompetence. Like, how do you not have this set up? And it's not the first time. I found out from somebody who was a member before me that this is like a reoccurring problem with them, and they've done nothing to fix it. Hey there, Bog Zombie. I don't really have any new ones, so I can't really. I don't know what kind of update I could do. I could maybe do a book video on my other movie books, because I have a lot of those, but I don't have like specific.
When did you do that
novelization
video on the?
I did that years ago. The thing is, though, I haven't really been finding any. And my collection is close to complete. There are some things that I don't have, but I'm not like, I don't want to pay the crazy prices for.
So pretty much, if people looked at that video, which is on your channel now,
yes,
it's pretty much already updated.
Yes,
There are no
yes.
new additions.
Yeah, there really isn't any new.
Is it one video or multiple videos?
There's a multi-part video.
Okay.
How
many parts?
Showing, I think it's like a couple at least, showing my movie novelizations and tie-ins, which I have a lot. I would probably say I probably still have one of the largest collections potentially in the world. Like, I know it sounds like a crazy thing to say, but
okay,
I have a
three
really
questions for
extensive
that
collection.
if you can remember. And thank you, Bob
Yeah.
Zombie. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. So 3. Now, the best of your ability. Does that have to be exact? Number 1, your favorite to read.
Oh God, there's a lot that I do like, and I've read numerous times, and I kind of would have to kind of look back at my collection to just kind of think about it. I would say a lot of my favorites are the ones that are different from the actual movie. Not in the point where it's a completely different film.
Like a few examples.
The Thing
From
by
the point of view of the creature, right?
well, it's got that. No, that's the Blob. The Blob remake has the point of view of the creature in it. That's another good one. But The Thing, it's based on an earlier draft, so there are certain scenes that they didn't have the budget for, like a snowmobile chase on the ice, or the Thing a creature busting through the ice and everything. The finale with a bulldozer, if I remember correctly. So it also explains more what happened. I think to Knowles, who he dies off screen, I think, in the movie. They actually explain more what happens to him in the novel. I also really like Return of Swamp Thing. It's as if that movie had a budget. It's a lot of fun to read because it's by Peter David, who is a comic writer. so he's right at home when it comes to the source material, and it's as if they had a budget, and it's a blast to read. And there's some other ones that I like. New Nightmare is a really unique, fun book because it's meta. The novel itself is also meta, which is a really interesting, complex, cool read, especially if you don't know that it's going to be going in. And another fun one actually is Howard the Duck. It's a really out there book that's like even more wild and inane than the movie, which is a crazy thing to say. There's a narrator. Like the narrator actually is a character in the book at some points, which is really something else.
So the other two I have is a book that was disappointing.
Oh,
Movie time.
there's a fair amount of them. I would say Rambo 3 is the top for me. Like what? That's like different than the movie in the worst way, because what in the fuck was that? Like
more boring. I remember
it's so boring, and Rambo's just carrying Troutman around, a wounded Troutman around for most of the movie. There's no tank versus helicopter climax. There's none of the same action. If that script got adapted into the film, it would have killed the franchise. It's legitimately that fucking bad.
And last, was there ever a book that you looked at, like out of curiosity, that you looked through and go, "Oh, that's the most expensive online"? Or did you never? Just out of curiosity.
I would say a lot of my horror novelizations. I don't know exactly which one off the top of my head, but I know the Halloween ones I have, the Nightmare on Elm Street ones, Child's Play, Reanimator. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, the Gremlins 2 novelization has a fun meta moment in that as well. But yeah, the horror stuff is definitely the rarest ones that I have.
Okay.
And those are the ones that are the most valuable. And those are mainly the ones that I'm missing, is some of the horror ones that are really hard to find. But the most expensive. So that's kind of like and also that was my first hobby. And over the years, I've gone on to different hobbies. That was my first hobby. Collected the crap out of them. And when I was doing it, it was when they were very affordable and very cheap. And now, like, no. Especially if you want to get into horror novelizations, you're going to be forking over, pretty significant amount of cash. And then I moved to VHS. And then and laser discs, and then I moved away from those two to DVD and Blu-ray, and now I'm in Blu-ray and 4K. So that's basically where the hobby is, and I don't really find them anywhere. So that's the other thing. I don't find novelizations rarely, ever, at all. Yeah, Jamarel, I know about it. We talked about it earlier, and how it's coming soon on their website for 8 years, for what feels like 8 years.
Yeah, what's funny, when I looked it up on their Facebook, December 2024, they put 4-part docu-series coming 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is a weird 2025 we're in, because everywhere I look it says 2026, but and if you go on their, I forget if it was Kickstarter or Indiegogo, the comments, it's just where is this? What's going on? They just get ignored. Some of them still have not even gotten their Robo-Doc.
Oh man, I'm not surprised. And it's also like with Creator VC. From the very beginning with In Search of Darkness, I supported them. My name's in the credits.
The first one.
I paid for the digital copy first. And then I paid for the physical, so I paid twice. And I experienced the crappy customer service, from Robin Block very early on. And so that definitely.
Well, take it step by step. So you buy the digital, then you buy the physical.
I bought the physical because, I'm a physical media collector, and
I
I
mean,
had the
if
money.
you buy the physical, they should give you the digital for free.
Yes, exactly. See, this wasn't how it was set up initially.
So
See, this is how it's set up now, where you buy the physical and you get a digital copy at the same time. But if I remember correctly, when I got it, the first In Search of Darkness, the digital was separate and then the physical was separate. So you had to pay for two, or maybe if you had, I don't remember exactly. I could have just paid the cheaper. I think what happened is I paid the cheaper option first, but then I wanted a physical copy because, I'm just like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the physical copy and it was a burned disc. And then I sent a message to the
Now, how do you tell it's a
fundraiser.
burnt disc for those who don't know?
So burned disc is like BDR. So
Yeah.
it's not pressed. So you can tell because you can take the disc out, you look at the back, and it's like blue or yellow or whatever. Like it's very obvious when you have a burned disc. And if it's a bootleg, that's one thing. Okay, all right. I have a fair amount of discs like that. But they're not built to last as long as a pressed disc. And if you're paying a premium, I think it was like $60 or something or whatever at the time, or maybe more than that, you should be getting a pressed disc. And so I wasn't the only person that was like, hey, what the hell? Why do we get bootlegs? Like, why are we getting that for what we're paying? And some people were getting sent pressed discs. I found out that was happening. Pressed disc replacements, or they were getting sent out. And so I sent a message and I was like, hey, can I get one? I got sent a burned disc a while back, and I supported the documentary, and my name's in the, I did all this stuff. Radio silence. It's now how many years later, and I've got nothing back from Robin Block and Creator VC. Got blocked.
So your In Search of Darkness 1 is still a burnt disc.
Yeah, I sold it actually. I actually sold all my In Search of Darkness stuff recently to a local record shop because I was like, fuck this. I don't need it. I can get a digital copy and I could use all for free, and I can use all of the money.
And they're available online to watch anyway.
And I got a decent return from the local record shop for them, and I bought stuff from there, or I got stuff that I wanted for my wish list instead. So
and they
fucking
suck. They fucking suck.
It worked out. Someday I would like to sit down and watch them all, but that's a lot of time.
I watched the first one. I thought it sucked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it got a lot of dead meat, so dead meat is not good for you. But yeah, that whole thing really pissed me off. And so did the whole, now we have a new edition with Elvira or Corey Taylor from Slipknot that you can buy. And he was charging full price for that, by the way. There was no adjusted price for people who had already paid for a physical copy or had already done the other Kickstarter or Indiegogo options. So you had to double dip.
Yeah, because hey, it's like this has a new slipcover.
Yeah.
You buy it because it's got a new slipcover.
Yeah, it's or the Steelbook. The Steelbook stuff, like what Shout Factory or Scream Factory is doing.
The same thing or similar thing, but you got a new Steelbook, so you gotta buy it.
But yeah, that was early on. That was the first Creator VC project, and there was that kind of shit that was going on. It's just gotten worse over the years. And I found out, I don't know if you heard this, Matt. He actually tried to set up a subscription streaming service for his documentaries for In Search of Darkness. I'm not making it up.
Tubi, though.
Like, he actually tried to set up a subscription service. And there were people who were suckers enough to pay for it. And you know what they got in return? A shitty product that didn't work properly. It was so terrible. And it was so bad that Robin basically shut it down. And he shut down the Discord too. because at the time, because people were like, what the fuck is this shit? The service is fucking terrible.
So he did go through with the service.
He did.
How long did it last?
Barely any time at all. Because he set it up. It was shit. The people who paid for it were like, what the fuck? And then he shut the Discord down, and then he deleted it. I don't think there was any apology, if I remember correctly. It was just disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, for service, it's like it's going to have like 7 things, if that, on it.
I know.
So what are you paying for? The things that you already have digitally and on Blu-ray.
We said extended stuff. You know, this is before he started upselling and selling you the extended special editions of these
3rd,
things.
4th edition.
Yeah. That was his grift before that.
Now it's anniversary documentaries.
I guarantee he's going to do with the thing. He's going to
Yeah,
do
I
another
mean,
edition of
next
that.
year is... I mean, I don't know when this one comes out, the thing. But 2027 is the 45th? Would be 45th anniversary.
I don't think it's going to be that soon. But if he's still around doing this shit, you know.
You never know.
It's the baffling thing is that how so many fans keep paying for it, keep falling for it. Like he's totally manipulating them. And they're just like, give me more. Fuck me in the ass harder, please.
It's like, I get it's their money, but I mean, if you can't see the forest for the trees, I don't know what to tell you. Kind of, if you can't see it now,
honestly, I think there's a lot of lowered expectations going on, lowered standards with a lot of fan bases lately, and I'm seeing it with all kinds of things. And I know different opinions and all.
Yeah, they go, it's better than nothing.
But it's gotten beyond just the different opinion thing to me. It's literally lowered standards and expectations. It's better than nothing. I get another one. I get another installment, or I get another thing that's tied into this thing that I like, and that's enough for me. And I'm like, I want it to be good. I don't care if there's another Scream film or Friday the 13th movie or, you know, the Robo-Cop. Like the Robo-Cop TV show that they said they're going to do. Well, they said they were going to do that years ago through Amazon, and nothing happened. But now it's going to happen. I'll wait until a trailer actually drops for that show, which will probably suck, knowing all the current trends for things lately. But I mean, you still have people on like Indiana Jones fan forums who are like defending the ever-loving hell out of Dial of Destiny, which still just blows my mind. It really does. Of all the things to defend, it's a worthy send-off to Indiana Jones and the franchise.
No. Which looked like, thank you, Jeremy. No, I did not see the new video.
I do want to check that out.
I have not. So sorry.
It looks interesting. And Superman 4 definitely does have a fascinating backstory behind it.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Superman 4, there was a deleted scene that was nerfed recently. The Metro Club scene, which was interesting to look at. That had like the scene at the Metro Club with the Nuclear Man, Bizarro Man, you know, version of the character, and Mariel Hemingway and Christopher Reeve dancing in a club. And so it was fun to see, you know, this long thought lost footage that resurfaced online. And then a fan added in some visual effects and some other things. And I would actually like to see a cobbled together version of Superman 4 with some of these deleted scenes from one of these fans. I think that might be interesting. I still don't think it'd be good because I think the Bizarro Nuclear Man stuff is lame.
If you do it, set it to Mike. Don't say it to me. I won't be watching it. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Thank you for loved your review of Street 7's Utopia. Thank you. Yeah, one I liked and one I hated.
Still need to see Scream 7. I drew the line there. I was like,
you don't
I saw the other two in the theater, but I'm like,
I won't spoil it.
They weren't good. I didn't like them, so why would I want to go and see the seventh one? I think I thought about it, but it's one of those times where I think I got sick again, and then I was like recovering for a couple weeks, and so I was like, I don't want to go see that. If
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it, I would have to see it in the big theater. I don't want to see it in some tiny ass theater in the corner.
Right.
I'll just wait till it comes out and streaming and watch it in 4K.
Makes sense to me.
Lay down in my bed and watch it. So if it sucks, I can just fall asleep. But Zootopia I really liked, and I've heard the sequel's good too, but I haven't seen it. So
Yeah, I've not seen the sequel. Didn't get requested it, but the first one I do liked as well. Stream 7, I won't give away. I won't spoil Stream 7 for Mike, but
I kind of know.
well, okay, well, it's
I
not
know, I definitely know. I've heard about some of the stuff, and and like, okay, whatever.
the ending sucks.
Yeah. Well, the ending and the 6 suck too. Fucking Dermot
Yeah.
Mulroney's just unbelievably bad acting. Like, oh my god.
The Crow Nummy is probably the best comedy so far this year. So Scratch Burno, you seen it?
The what? The Scummy, yeah.
He called it the Crow Nummy.
The Crow Nummy. The Crummy.
The cum dumpster mummy.
It's crazy. There's a Steven Spielberg coming out this year. Steven Spielberg movie. A new
Disclosure
one.
Day.
And I don't really think it's that hyped up. Like, it's not really like it's a super big deal, even though it's Steven Spielberg.
Yeah,
It's kind of a wild thing.
I mean, he's directed the like West Side Story, but was it Ready Player One the last sci-fi film he did?
I think it might have been, yeah.
And I don't remember what year.
A while ago.
18 was it?
That was basically Member Berries, the movie. That's what that was.
Well, I mean, I didn't read the book, but wasn't the book that way too?
Yeah.
Disclosure Day. I mean, I didn't see I saw the teaser. I'm like,
I like Emily Blunt, as an actress. I don't know. The trailers just didn't. Even the longer trailer, it just didn't really grab me.
Yeah, I didn't see the new one. I'm like, okay, it just seems like he's regurgitating Close Encounters.
Yeah.
It's not as.
It's more serious. It's more, I don't know, thriller.
Just generic. Didn't hook me nearly like Close Encounters.
Yeah, it's more generic thriller.
Yeah. It's a shitty title, Disclosure Day.
Yeah. It sounds like an episode of X-Files. Doesn't it?
Yeah, I can see that.
You literally can see like a Disclosure Day.
Yeah. Field trip. That stuff. Home. Disclosure Day. Yeah. But yeah, I don't look forward to that. Despite what's his thoughts on Tubi as a streaming service?
Tubi's fun. I don't like ads, so I don't really use Tubi that much. But I do have uBlock Origin and AdBlock Plus on my Firefox, and it actually works on Tubi. So if I wanted to watch stuff on Tubi, I could. The last thing I saw on Tubi was Snow on the Bluff, which is some kind of really bad, low budget, I think, hip hop movie. Or a hood movie. I saw that on Tubi. That's the last thing. Because I couldn't. No, that is on Tubi though.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's not even worth Tubi.
No.
Nice job on that review.
Thank you. That movie is.
Now you know what I saw. Now you know my pain. You know what, Joe? It did seem like it was. You know what? It did seem like it was written by ChatGPT. Yeah, it certainly did seem, especially that ending. Well, the thing is, originally, this is what I've heard.
The original ending was
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah,
the audience did not like it. I don't know the specific reason.
It's like who is the audience though? What audience is going to be like? No, we didn't like Stu being back, which is like half the Scream.
Or maybe they thought it was too predictable.
Maybe. But it's Scream 7 it's the 7th film at this point. How the hell is it going to be anything other than predictable? And if it's not, then it's just going to be dumb, like the twist that I heard about that a lot of people are understandably being like, well, that's dumb.
Some fucking neighbor that's like, I'm so pissed you went to New York.
It's stupid.
That's pretty much her.
This
It's
is
pretty much.
fucking-
I'm so mad you were not in stream 6. That's pretty much what it is.
Oh my god.
She's a fangirl of Sydney, and it's like some neighbor mom.
And the AI thing I knew was happening. There was
That
there
and,
was something
and
that leaked.
Ethan Embry.
There was something that leaked about it, and I was like, that tracks. That
Well,
makes
I could
sense.
guess just from
The trailer.
They told on themselves where David Arquette's in it. All
Yeah.
these people are in it. I'm like, okay, there's no way these people are in it other than it have to be AI. We guess right. Was that Snow movie better than Hip Hop Locals?
Yeah, actually, it was. It was not good, but it was a lot better than that, because that's just basically two guy wannabe cholos and their shitty fucking music video, and just saying Holmes an essay motherfucker a million times.
Spielberg said since Weapons was so good, it ruined him doing a horror film. If that's the case, yes, please don't make it. He doesn't even make horror films. The last one was.
I guess he sort of directed Poltergeist in
Jaws.
some way.
But yeah, I guess. Officially, I guess Jaws.
Yeah.
Because Jurassic Park, I wouldn't call
But in a lot of ways, Jaws is very, very tied into an adventure movie too. So
fuck Weapons. I hated it.
I still need to see it. So I can't really say anything about Weapons yet.
Weapons sucked.
I did crack up at like a meme somebody did of Weapons though, where they're all like, the prequel to Weapons is Uncle Buck. Because you know the actress.
Yeah.
She's an Uncle Buck.
But it's just, I won't. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Just look up my review, folks. Has Mike seen the 1975 film The Man from Hong Kong?
No, I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
Have you ever seen the hip hop movie Vampires? We've talked about it.
We talked about it. I think you sent or was it Zombies with a Z? You sent me one of those on DVD.
No, it was Vampires because that was also Corn.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Corn? I don't think you've still seen Corn.
No, I haven't. No.
And not the band. This is with a C, Corn.
Yeah, what the fuck is Corn?
Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing with it.
That was a trend for a while. Just put a Z at the end of random things. Make it urban.
Zachary, the director, does all his movies like that with a Z at the end. Vampires. What's that? Airplanes.
It's like the guy who did Hip Hop Locos. Like he had Faces of Death 2000 with a Z at the end of Faces. They did 3 of them.
Oh, speaking of which, that film bombed. Faces of Death.
I saw that coming.
Have you seen Faces of Death, the original?
No, I have the Blu-ray. The only reason why I have the Blu-ray because it was like $2 at a local thrift store, and this was before the re-releases and everything. So I was like, okay, that's kind of a decent deal. You don't see this every day, and it had a documentary on it that looked kind of interesting. So, there is a documentary about real-life snuff films. I don't know if it's on that disc. That might be the documentary, but I think I've seen that documentary before, and it's interesting.
But you haven't seen Faces of Death.
No, I've seen a review of it. I think it was Cinema Snob. I think he reviewed it one time, or somebody
probably did. Yeah. It ain't worth watching. If you want to see, a couple goofy fake deaths and a lot of real animal deaths.
Oh, great! So it's like Cannibal Holocaust.
Well, there's a slaughterhouse, and there's a chicken gets his head cut off. A lot of real animal deaths.
Yeah.
There's Clubbing of Seals, which people tell me is fake, but it didn't look fake.
Yeah, I know the lead, the host is some like hammy guy who's this doctor who's just fake as fuck and just hamming it up the entire time.
You ever seen Death Faces?
No.
That's a real thing to rip it off. Faces of Death. They call it Death Face.
Oh, okay. That's kind of funny.
That's how original it was.
Death
Faces. And then you got Traces of Death, which had the real Twilight Zone.
And there was multiple.
footage.
I saw the footage from that in a different documentary. I think it's the one about stunts gone wrong or something, where they're talking about different deaths that happen in terms of, you know, stunts. And
let me ask you about that.
I saw that before I ever saw the movie, by the way.
Yeah.
And I still haven't forgotten that. I found it on YouTube, and it was on YouTube, folks, uncensored.
Just like it had like maybe like a vague title. You're wondering what this is about or something.
Yeah, I remember reading about
Oh.
the accident, and so I was curious about it. And then, you know, I think there was a link on a site it was on, and then it linked me to it, and then it was just a documentary, and it didn't show the footage yet. So I was just like, okay, this documentary is kind of interesting, talking about, you know, different stunts and stunt people, and you know the dangers of it, and talked about all these different instances where stunt people died. Like Delta Force 3 apparently was one where a lot of people, or it was Mission in Action 3. Mission in Action 3 was the one where there was a lot of people who apparently died making that movie. It was like 3 or something, which is, I thought was just kind of crazy.
Damn.
And then they show the footage, and they have the song "This Is the End" by the Doors in the background. And so that's like the first time I heard that. I remember hearing that song too, because I saw this when I was younger, because I was just doing research.
I mean, that's kind of like a weird song to use.
Yeah.
You
so
know,
now
like,
whenever I hear that song, I just think of Vic Morrow dying.
Yeah.
Because, you know, of the footage that I saw.
Imagine.
So yeah, that definitely left its mark on me.
Oh, damn.
For sure. Damn.
Dying Light TV one was really
I mean, yeah. I mean, look no further than the Charlie Kirk thing. That was everywhere.
Yeah.
That was somebody getting shot and killed.
Oh, yeah. Thankfully I was off the internet, so I didn't watch it. But yeah, I could see like it, even if you didn't want to look for it, stuff like that pops up. So.
But yeah, what were you saying about?
No, I was saying so I had got a request to do a Joe Dante ranking, and it made me think of Twilight Zone, the movie. And so, are your thoughts on the whole mishap with John Landis?
Oh my god! Like I can go on and on. I can go on and on about that because I have Outrageous Conduct, the book.
That's right, you do have the book,
and that Chris sent me a while back. And I still haven't read it all the way through. I got like halfway through with it. Pissed me off so much that I stopped reading it.
Shout out to Chris. Hope you're doing well, Chris.
I was just like, no, this is just really pissing me off. I'm gonna stop reading this. Yeah. John Landis is a fucking asshole and a murderer, and he got away with murder because he,
at the very least, manslaughter.
Yeah, at very least manslaughter. Because this was not an accident. This was completely 100% avoidable. And it was all due to his ego and whatever coke he was probably on at the time. And just the pure incompetence. And also the fact that he was too big of a name at the time, and he had too many big friends in the industry, that he was basically somebody who could just get away with murder, get away with whatever. He could, because nobody can tell him no. They're gonna get fired, or either even replace them, and that's what happened. So because he just is just gonna do whatever necessary to get his way, even though he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing when it comes to this kind of thing. And it was very obvious, and he just ignored all the red flags. Like I didn't know the extent of the red flags that he ignored. You know, when I first did my research on the case years ago, and I saw that footage of Vic Morrow and the accident. I didn't figure that out until years later. And then I was like, oh my, are you fucking kidding me? The helicopter pilot's like, I can't do that. That is incredibly dangerous. And people can get hurt. I could get hurt. I could die doing that stunt. I'm not doing it. Like you're not gonna have the explosions that close to the rotors in the helicopter. I'm not doing that. It's not fucking safe and it's stupid, and I'm not doing it. And then of course, John's like, well, fine, I will find somebody else. You know, the explosive artists, the explosives guys, even they were really not wanting to do this. You know, but you know, they didn't want to lose their job, so I guess they went forward with it. The fact that the two kids that were in that accident who also died were basically illegally hired, working around the legality, because, oh, well, we need them to shoot during night shoots, and, kids aren't supposed to be able to do that. So they basically just had them there illegally. And just so many different things that were just ignored in favor of John Landis having a big explosion, the biggest explosion he could possibly have in the film. And the thing is, they were almost done shooting. Like they were literally, I think, close to the end of the shoot. And Vic Morrow and those kids would still be alive if John just listened to the experts. But instead, he thought that he was the expert. Which is what happens when you think you're untouchable and you're high on cocaine and, you think you're the king of the world. And that's ultimately the environment that he created and cultivated. And just the way that he acted after everything and the trial and him going to the funeral of Vic Morrow and trying to make it all about him, which is disgusting. And then the whole thing of having the jurors inviting them to a screening of Coming to America, like having a party, like just completely tone deaf and just an asshole throughout the entire process. And it says a lot when even Spielberg is like, I'm done with you. Like they were close friends for years. And Steven, he must have found out exactly what went down, because there's no way that he wouldn't have, because he was that tied in.
All he has to do would be like, you tell me, or I'm going to do something to your career. They believe it was Spielberg. He could have that power.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would tell him everything, anything.
Yeah. And then he found out, and then he was like,
verbatim.
I mean, Spielberg clearly felt that he was guilty, because he wouldn't have cut him off like that if he, felt that it was, some sort of accident.
Spielberg was definitely effective, because number one, the project would not have been a reality without his involvement, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least to that extent. Number two, he had a different story he was going to do, and he changed it to the. I'm not a fan of it. It's very
I'm not either.
Sickly sweet, but that's why he did it. I forget what the original story was going to be, that he was going to adapt from the old Twilight Zone.
I don't remember what it was either, but yeah,
he changed it to this more sickly sweet one just because he wanted the total opposite sunshine and rainbows type of story. His heart wasn't in it, and you could tell from the product, and I don't blame him, because
I don't either.
He probably was like angry, pissed off. I don't want to do this. He probably wanted to quit, but
yeah, I would. I'm like, get me off this fucking cursed project. I don't want anything to do with this.
No, there's no in-depth documentary. I mean, when it came out, there's no features.
No.
I doubt it will ever get a 4K. I'd be surprised if it would.
There was the cursed films thing, but that was disappointing to me.
Yeah, the cursed films. See, I already forgot about that. That's how so I guess, but not in-depth, no. The book.
There's an True Hollywood Story one that I would say is the best out of all of these ones that cover this case, but it's still not as in depth as I think it could be. Yeah, Outrageous Conduct, and there's another one called Fly By Night, which came out I think a couple years ago. I would like to get my hands on.
Fly By Night.
Yeah, it's a newer one.
Okay.
But yeah, it's that whole thing, and I mean, oh my god. Rest in peace, Vic Morrow and those kids.
Yeah. And if you're wondering, I'm just checking.
Because if you look at like how the stunt went down, like it just pisses you off even more when you know the full details of it, because you're just like, how did you think that this was going to?
This is what Mike's talking about.
Yes. Yep.
Secret Stories, Spielberg, Warner Bros., and the Twilight Zone deaths, Fly by
Mhm.
Night by Steve Chang.
Now, it definitely contains graphic content.
Well, yeah, it says right there.
There are some photos in there that I've heard that are
Mm,
pretty rough. So I'd probably say don't look at the photos if you don't want.
yeah, as it says here,
See.
Secret Story of the helicopter crash on the set, drawn on confidential sources and newly uncovered documents, reveals the ensuing $5 million cover-up to protect Landis and Spielberg.
Yep.
An unbelievable acquittal influenced by
Yeah.
Bell.
There was a lot going on. Lawyers, different sort of things. People trying to hide. I think Frank Marshall was one of them. He was like literally hiding. He went into hiding. You know, after what happened, after what went down.
Well, on a higher note, thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Thank you.
Yeah.
Working night shifts for the last 3 weeks. Wanted to pop in and say what's up. Hope all is well. Doing well, Jesse.
Doing pretty good.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
So I'm glad things are going well for you. At least I hope they are. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate that.
So I said my piece on it. What are your thoughts
on a Twilight Zone?
Yeah, Twilight Zone tragedy.
Well, let me go back a bit. I did not know much about the movie. I didn't see it till the days of, I don't know,
VHS.
It might have been, or cable. Might have been cable, but I know it was years later. As a movie, Joe Dante and George Miller stories I don't mind.
Yeah, I like those stories.
I'm not a fan of. But yeah, then I heard about the story, and it made me. The film itself is half a decent film, half not. It's just an ugly motif behind it that will always be forever associated with it.
Yep.
John Landis is a piece of shit.
Yeah. He's
a shit stain. He's a stain in someone's sock. Negligence, incompetence, coked up, out of his head, ego-driven, because he did Animal House and Blues Brothers, and those did well, so he thought he could do no wrong. People with cocaine get in that. They get in that state where they won't notice things are going wrong or haywire. They think everything's fine and better than fine. So when you go with that mentality, you just think nothing bad will happen. And like you said, he pushed people or manipulated people or said, hey, I'm a director.
If you don't do this, you'll never work in this industry again.
Yeah.
He probably did that kind of shit. You know, if somebody pushed back and was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to set.
Yeah, like, hey, Vic Burrow, come on. You're not a big star like you used to be. This could be your comeback. Go ahead and do this. This would be a great shot. We'll use it in the trailer. All sorts of semantic vocabulary that directors use to manipulate an actor. Or, hey, you remember, hey, this is going to be a big film. We got Spielberg. We got all these people involved.
Hey, you do this stunt, you could get nominated.
Yeah, a lot of things you got, but you don't get so much notice, and this will be like the highlight. And yeah, it was a highlight for the wrong reason. And the two kids, it was illegal for them to be there. Flat out illegal. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And you're not supposed to do that. There's one of the many reasons why you don't do that. He did it, and 3 people died. And he got away with it.
Yep.
And you could go on YouTube, folks, and the trials are on there.
Yeah.
Weeks and weeks of trials, news footage, and ultimately they got away with it without much of any punishment.
It's probably because it just the industry itself probably protected him.
Yeah. Because it looks bad on them, and
we got a big movie. We got Coming to America. We can't, with Eddie Murphy. We can't have this hanging over the release of that movie.
what was I try to remember the line Eddie Murphy said when he hated John Landis. God, I wish I could remember.
Because I know he got in a fight. I know like Eddie got physical with him on the set of Beverly Hills Cop 3, didn't he?
Second Coming to America.
Yeah.
Yeah, the severe feud, and Eddie Murphy said, Vic Burrow has a better chance of working with Landis again than I do.
And then he did it anyway. He still worked with him.
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 3. You know how that worked out. So it's egregious. John Landis has made good films.
I respect him as a filmmaker, but not as a man
Exactly.
or as a human being.
John Landis as a human being.
His son's a dick too.
Oh, Max Landis, I've heard that as well. Yeah, like father, like son, I guess, you know. But yeah, John Landis, like you said, not a fan of him as a person, as a human being. I'm glad I would not be near him because I would probably involuntarily spit on him or something.
Yeah.
Him, you know, is like,
yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Did Landis tell you? Eddie Murphy sure told him to watch the royal penis.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think Eddie did get physical with Landis on the set of one. It might have been Beverly Hills Cop 3 because they get like.
I thought it was Coming to America.
Okay.
Just
that one.
Trading Places was before Twilight Zone. Jesse. Trading Places was before. Yeah, there's before.
Yeah.
Just Trading Places, then Twilight
83. Zone. I think Trading Places 83. Twilight Zone was 85, right?
Was it?
85 or 84? Or was Twilight Zone 83?
Twilight Zone's 83. Trading Places, I thought was
82?
Well, I guess technically 83, same year.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I know he did Trading Places before that, because that he used Dan Aykroyd for the beginning of Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So speaking of the Twilight Zone, like with the Vic Morrow like when did you see that? Did you like just find it on YouTube or see it in a documentary? I still haven't watched
the footage. I know of it.
I don't blame you. I would not.
I know of it.
I would not.
I've heard it described, but I never went out of my way to see it.
Yeah, don't.
Because I've seen like the internet, and there'll be like it's a thumbnail, but it's like a rough thumbnail, like the city on the skyline, the trees, fire. But I'm like, nah, I don't need to see it. So.
No.
Especially this is the end. Do you remember I'm not because I want to watch it. It was a stunt program.
Yeah, it was like a stunt documentary, Twilight Zone. I don't stunt.
You said one of the missing actions.
Yeah, deadly stunt accident documentary.
Was this on YouTube? You seen?
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube. I don't know if it's still there or not. Final seconds. Okay. Now that's probably part of it, because I think the helicopter pilot was Alan Vinks was a different guy. Yeah. Oh yeah, Elaine Vinks. Yeah, that one is rough. It was the 87. I don't remember what stunt it was for though. But yeah, there's a lot of. I don't remember the name of it. I really don't. I just I think it was just some random thing I saw. It was linked on the website that I was looking at, and then I clicked on it, and then it opened up with a tab or whatever, and then there it was. But I think there might have been a VHS. I think, but I don't know if it was something that was like you could rent. It might have been something that just kind of was there. Like maybe for stunt people at the industry at the time, I was like, "Hey, watch this. Right. We need not to forget about this kind of stuff."
Rain, you watch it 7 days later. You did. seen ugly footage of people dying.
Yeah, there's another book too about it. It's called Special Effects: The Disaster, the Twilight Zone Tragedy, and the Trial. So there's multiple books about
Yeah.
the incident as well.
But yeah, it's a shame, and should never happen in the first place. But not the last time.
No, I mean, you had the crow, which is another avoidable on-set accident, which is even more infuriating when you know the details behind it. Because Miramax, I think it's Miramax, right, who did the movie, they just cheaped out. They cheaped out on the armorer, like, and they didn't want to pay, you know, the full amount of money for, you know, the people, the weapons experts. So they just had, I think, stunt guys, the stunt crew do it, and they had them make bullets, which is not how you're supposed to do that. It's not safe. And, you know, that's what ultimately killed Brandon Lee. And then years later with Rust, you had that whole thing.
Yeah,
So,
it's sad that happened as well.
Yeah. It's a bummer.
Oh, you don't do the Great Outdoors 4K?
Yeah, I'll probably pick that up sometime. I sold my Blu-ray. The Blu-ray was kind of an old remaster that kind of is a little dated. So, and I think Kino's done a good job. And the commentaries, I don't mind because it's got Joe Ramone from Hats Off, who's a YouTuber who does these videos that I like.
Yeah, I've seen some of his stuff.
So he's definitely somebody who knows this stuff and really has a passion for John Candy. So if you're going to get a random YouTuber, random internet personality to do a commentary for these kind of releases, I'm glad it's somebody like him instead of some of these other commentaries I've heard where I'm like,
it's too bad they didn't get him for summer rental.
I thought they did.
I have the Blu-ray. There's no commentary on it.
I'm surprised they didn't. That is kind of surprising.
Yeah, I have it over there.
Maybe he does like an interview. Maybe that's what it is. I think he does an interview and talks about it briefly as like a historian or something. Because they like to call them historians on these releases, I've noticed.
What's his name?
I think it's Ramone is his last name, I think.
I guess there is. I guess I didn't look at it closely enough. I have to give that a look. Well, I guess to be honest, I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to
Hey,
look
I don't blame you. I
so.
haven't been able to watch a lot of features
either.
either.
So there you go. I guess it is on there. Cool.
But, you know, in terms of talking about special features, Tron has a great making of documentary. It's an old documentary, but it's a really great documentary. I think it's called Reflections of Tron. I think that's what it's called.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Jack.
Guy definitely knows about Script.
Yeah.
How's it going, man? It's been a while.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from you in a while. How's it going, man? Doing okay?
We're doing good. Best we can.
Glad to see you again. It's been a while. Now, you're expert scripts. Now you do like AI and just do all the
exactly
isobar script.
But yeah, I watched the 4K recently of Tron. Looks pretty good. The older CGI footage, but that was always going to look kind of wonky in 4K. I mean, and they definitely did some upscaling here, like in terms of like DNR at points, but it's not too bad. It's got a good audio track, and Tron's a film I like, but I don't love. I love the concept of it, and I like the visuals, and but I don't love the movie. I think it's just kind of there. Honestly, I like the making of the movie more than the movie itself. I find that to be
actually
a lot more interesting.
I agree with that. Hey there, Wayne and Blackout Mike and Ryan. Hope you guys are doing well. And Rust did come out. I did not see it, but did get released. Rust.
That whole thing, it's a little more complex in terms of what went down than some people make it out to be. it's one of those things where I just think that it's just another instance of just negligence from the people involved with the, the
Especially
production,
the handler.
the handler, the armorer, and I mean, she
Armorer.
had no experience whatsoever. Like, what the hell was she even doing all of that? And in one way, I kind of feel for her, because what she was talking to one of the producers, and this is not Alec Baldwin. A lot of people look at Alec as being the main person behind it. He was not really the main producer. It was somebody else for the production company that was releasing the movie. And that person, I think their last name is Pickles or something. She got way too easy, if you ask me, in terms of her involvement in things, because the armorer was saying, "Hey, this is my first thing, and I'm kind of worried about some stuff, and I don't know if." And the producer was just basically like, "No, you got to do both jobs. Like, you got to do all these different things. Spread the armorer super thin, who was already super inexperienced, and then you got the end result that happened." So.
At the same time, if you hire yourself to be, if you decided you'd be an armorer,
you could quit.
You can quit.
Yeah.
No shame in quitting. If I mean,
and it's not a major.
Is better than what happened.
Yeah, it's not a major studio film either, so it's not like.
Right. So you don't get blacklisted for quit Rust.
No. And with Alec, like, part of me gets where he's coming from in terms of him trusting the armorer and trusting that everything's okay. But sometimes there is a little bit more of common sense that's involved there. But I think a lot of it is just him. He just didn't think that anything was ever going to go wrong because of, his previous history with guns on the set of movies.
Yeah, if you do a lot of stuff, you can easily placate yourself and expecting nothing bad will happen.
Yeah.
But you always have to, that's the thing you have to learn. You always have to think today could be the day.
Yeah.
People get too settled and not indifference, but comfortable. They get too comfortable.
Yeah.
They get too comfortable and thinking everything will be fine when you gotta treat each day like the first day.
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing that maybe can happen when if you be on multiple TV movies, but
I mean, he did The Getaway and The Shadow, which probably had a lot of scenes involving
you can't get too
firearms. So
anytime there's a firearm, you cannot be too comfortable. Stuff like this in The Crow and other stuff happens. Bod Zombie, I don't mind nightmares. Yeah, Bishop of Battle. I heard you guys mention Tron. Made me think of the Bishop of Battle.
I am the Bishop of Battle. Yeah, that's a fun one. Nightmares, I actually like that more than Twilight Zone. Came out around the same time, I think. There are some segments in that are kind of weak, like the one where the gal goes out for cigarettes or something, and then I think it's the first segment in Nightmares is that, remember correctly, pretty forgettable segment if I remember correctly. And then I like the Bishop of Battle. That's definitely one of my favorite segments in that. I liked the one with Lance Henriksen.
Yeah, I like that
like
one.
Duel, well. But with like a devil Jeep.
Yeah, kind of like the car.
Yeah.
Where it's like a vehicle possessed by the devil demon thing. Like
and the giant killer rat one, like I know a lot of people aren't super big on it, but I liked it more than the first segment, which I thought was a lot more generic and kind of forgettable.
The first I remember, doesn't the girl need cigarettes?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She goes out for cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I remember.
I know, it's a pretty forgettable segment.
Yeah, I didn't mind that anthology though.
It kind of, in some ways, like the first segment kind of reminded me a little bit of the first segment in Body Bags, which I do like Body Bags as well. Like I don't mind that.
I actually like that segment more in Body Bags.
I do too.
A lot more than it was in this.
Yeah.
But Body Bags itself, I like Nightmares more than Body Bags.
Yeah. Not a big fan of the hair one, is that it? Or
yeah, I
the Mark Hamill one,
but the humor didn't gel with me like it did with other people. And the eye, I thought they could have been a bit more interesting with the eye with Mark Hamill. I don't know. No, we did not. I did not get any Diablo requests, Sean. But thank you for asking, Tim. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the requested Die Hard 2. Straight to revisit that again. Still a solid sequel. It's not as good as the first one. There's still some weird.
Yeah.
There's some technical gaffes,
Mm-hmm.
like the grenades that take a year to explode.
Yeah.
Or with the blanks, you can't move. Like if you have a gun, you can't exchange with blanks. You need
Mm-hmm.
a different gun for that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's like, what was the thing? A porcelain gun that goes through an X-ray machine is like, it can't be detected. Like that doesn't exist.
No.
Friend of mine, Fabio
Yeah.
told me that. It's
It-
like,
it's
they
a-
don't exist. But it's a fun sequel. It's very fun.
It's definitely not as bad as some people make it out to be.
No, not at all. It's still a very fun sequel. It's still worthy sequel, and still a good follow up.
Definitely.
I didn't. Yeah. I said in the review, I didn't know people hated it, but
Yeah, there are people who hate Die Hard too.
Die Hard 2 is a lot of fun.
The only thing I hate about Die Hard is Good Day to Die Hard, at least the worst aspects of it, or the fact that in order to get a complete set of those movies, you have to buy the set twice. It's just so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to buy the 25th anniversary box set to get all the features that are on that set because they're not ported over on the recent 5-film collection set. And you need to get the 5-film collection set because it has the unrated version of Live Free or Die Hard in HD, which before was only available in the expensive as hell Nakatomi Plaza box set as an exclusive.
That's ridiculous. But no, Jack Raymond just mentioned a friend of mine got him drafts of the unproduced Sandblast script, which
Ooh,
is the
cool.
Die Hard in a Sandstorm.
Cool.
That first was going to be, Eddie Murphy, but then
I think I read somewhere.
Damn.
I think it actually one of those like bathroom books, the random trivia stuff. Like there's these books that were called bathroom readers or whatever, and they had all this just bunch of random trivia. And one of them was a Hollywood version. And there was a bit of trivia that talked about how the Sandblast script at the time like set a record for like the most money that was ever paid for a screenplay. And then it never got made. The screenwriter got a good return out of it, but never got made. So the studio didn't get anything out of it.
Do you guys think there'll be another Predator film? Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
look forward to it, but they'll do another one.
I still haven't seen Badlands, but it does not sound good. Does not sound. I didn't like the trailers. None of them.
Not for me. But they'll make another one. I hope.
Oh yeah.
Soon.
Maybe not though. Maybe not theatrically, because Badlands actually didn't do as well as some people were trying to say it did.
Not. Hasn't stopped them before a film not doing well, and they still try to force it. But
I think they're a little more leery now, though. They want more sure things.
They should be.
Which sucks in some ways because it makes it so the industry as a whole is just taking way less risks.
Well,
but hopefully something like Project Hail Mary, which I've heard good things about and was actually really successful, maybe that'll like change people's minds a little bit. But the problem is that's also based on a book. So now it's just another adaptation of something that already exists. It's not an original screenplay.
I'm guessing a lot better than Wuthering Heights.
I saw that. I knew you weren't going to like that. I was like, Matt's not going to like that.
No. Blackout Mike, I do like the best of the best movies. 1 and 2, two's my favorite, but I like them.
I have them on DVD. I would like to get the Blu-ray. Definitely didn't. I'm totally fine with not getting the retro gold edition that went out of print because that was overpriced and it's not like it was new transfers or anything or new features. Like Street Night at least had an interview with Speakman. But like the best of the best, like nothing. Like that franchise to me deserves a little bit better. Like there are some features on the second one, which is still kind of surprising that Fox actually gave enough of a shit to give it special features when it came out on DVD.
Exactly. I think one of the most paid for a script might have been Deja Vu at $5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I could see that. Yeah, Prey. Yeah,
Speaking of box sets, do you hear about the Rambo set, Matt?
yeah. I saw that. I don't know much else about it. I know the
So
look of it.
it's from the same guy who was behind the Kickboxer 4K set.
Okay, yeah, I have that one over there.
And so it's like a giant labor of love for him, just like Kickboxer was. So he was heavily involved in like making sure it was done the right way, and all the features from the previous releases are ported over, and you got new transfers for the first three, new color timing for the sequels, because apparently the color timing was not the best, and it really isn't in 4K. Because I remember when I was watching the 4Ks of 2 and 3 before I had an OLED, I was like, what the, this just doesn't look good. Like it's too dark, or the color looks off, and apparently, yeah, it was just not done as well as it should have been. First Blood looked great. First Blood in 4K looks fantastic. But you know, adding some Dolby Vision, adding some extra stuff in there can possibly make it even better. The one downside is it's an Amazon exclusive right now, so it already is out. It's already out of stock. So for a lot of people, like they just didn't get one yet. So I'm hoping that it's not an Amazon exclusive. It's that way for right now, but then you'll have more copies that'll show up on Lionsgate's site or through other retailers. Because I don't understand why you would want to make a Rambo set something that is like that limited. But maybe the set will be limited, but then they'll sell
Maybe.
the films individually, at least the first three.
Unless, I mean, I'm not saying this is what will happen. More studios may decide in the future to go the FOMO route.
Yeah.
Limited.
Lionsgate limited. Yeah.
That way we sell all our copies instead of having stuff left behind. And then we can always re-release it for another FOMO.
And that's what they do. They do that with the steel books. That, like with Panic Room and some of these other, you know, titles from Disney or Fox or whatever. Like for instance, Fight Club. I did pre-order it, so I do have that on the way. But it's out of stock, but it's going to be in stock later. It's Fight Club. There's no way that they're not going to print more. So it's gonna go out of stock, and they'll have FOMO initially, and then months down the line, or you know, when next sale comes around, there'll be more copies that are going to be on Amazon or on eBay through the official platform. You know that
is
Sony
Panic Room
has.
AI upscaled?
I don't know. I haven't watched it yet.
Someone says it is.
Like people are saying that it is, but I mean, it was already kind of a rough looking movie at times in HD. So, ooh.
Well, number one, I don't like the director because I did not like Barbarian.
Yeah, Barbarian is so overrated, man. I don't. You didn't see the twist coming. Yeah, because it's stupid. And
again, okay, I've played a lot of Resident Evil. I have a lot of the games here. The one movie I don't think it should be compared to, because it's a weird one, is
Mad Max
Fury Road.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, how is Resident Evil like Fury Road?
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying it's gonna the exact plot, but even like
that's giving you flashbacks to the Mila Jovovich, you know, with the post-apocalyptic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not what I want.
Like Extinction, right? Wasn't that that was like Mad Max?
Yeah, the third one, yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, if you don't have any of the characters, is it really Resident Evil? I mean, trailer's not even out. We'll see.
But I mean, you finally had a Silent Hill film that had a male lead.
Oh yeah, it was based on my favorite Silent Hill 2, and that was the worst film I've seen this year.
Mm-hmm. They can't even get that right, Matt. When I saw how badly that was getting received, I was like, oh man, that really sucks. That's really too bad.
Same director as the first movie.
And so now it's going to be like, oh, well, that idea was stupid. You should have never
Well,
had a male lead in a
the
Silent Hill movie.
execution was the fucking problem.
Uh-huh.
I mean, not to get too into it, for those interested, I did rant on the film. It's on
Mhm.
my channel. But just how you have a template for a game. I mean, the game's a template. There's even people that have edited that into a movie.
Mhm.
90 minutes, 2 hours. There's a template and nothing about it is
Mhm.
used.
It's like Max Payne. It's the same thing.
Max Payne.
It is. Like Max Payne is a great story. Just the
You're
way the
right.
game would have been a great movie.
You didn't need, you mean, you don't want demons, hallucinations,
And Angels?
angels pulling people through windows and hallucination.
No, I don't. I
That
want
wasn't in
something. I
Max
want
Payne.
something like Wake of Death with Van Damme. That's a real Max Payne.
Yeah. I didn't watch WrestleMania. I know Mike did. I know you love Roman Reigns.
I didn't watch it, but I did see the
Oh.
results,
You love
and
Roman
I was
Reigns.
like, "Oh, great! Roman Reigns is champion again. He's gonna have another boring ass reign for 4 years."
But I
Cool.
don't pay attention to wrestling, so I'm in the dark.
They don't have any new big stars who are big enough to be able to be the title
Well, there's a guy that beat
holders.
Brock, right?
Yeah, Omi, I forgot his last name. He's big, but I don't know. I don't know if he's the guy. He just seems like another guy who's just built really strong, like, you know,
Well, Brock Lesnar's
Bobby
retired
Lashley was at one
until the
point.
next paycheck.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
Undertaker's retired, but you know.
because that's what happened. Undertaker, he retired. I remember. I watched that match. He retired.
Saudi Arabia wants him.
Well, no, until Saudi Arabia wanted him. Exactly.
Saudi Arabia's going to want Brock Lesnar, so he'll be retired until then.
Be like Goldberg's retired, and then Saudi Arabia's like, we want Goldberg versus Lesnar again. They're like, please no, that would be horrible. That match would be terrible. Be like when Undertaker and Kane faced off against DX, Triple H, and bald Shawn Michaels at the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view.
They'll do Gunther versus Brock in Saudi Arabia.
I don't understand the Gunther thing. Like, people are trying to like hype him up to me still. I'm like, he fucking sucks. Gunther sucks.
I don't know. I've seen clips of him. He seems pretty good in that.
He's all right in the ring, but like I just don't like his whole persona. I think that's the thing. And him like being the legend. He basically retired Cena and AJ. I think it's the AJ, because I'm a big fan of AJ Styles. So the way that they handled that whole thing with him, and then he goes on to do jack shit after. So like you build him up like this, and he retires AJ Styles and John Cena, and then he's not even like a champion later. Like he's just like a part of like a feud down the line.
Right?
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'd rather watch reruns of wrestling at this point, but can't do it on Netflix because a lot of it's not there.
Well, I never believe anyone praising something in screenings, because I do feel that a lot of people, when they go to a screening, I'm sure it's a fun experience because they get to be part of something, and sometimes it's a surprise screening. Some of that stuff sometimes does color people's judgments. They like the experience more than the movie, so I don't buy in any.
Yeah. I mean, I can say that, a good theatrical experience can kind of cloud your judgment. Like, I saw Predators with my dad in the theater, and I liked the experience. And then I saw the movie later on, and I was like, this sucked. Same thing goes for Spider-Man 3. Saw that in the theater when it came out. Didn't mind it because I liked the experience. Watched it later on DVD, and it was like, wow, this movie's terrible.
Yeah, I know how that goes. When I saw Die Hard 5 in the theater, I'm like, cool, I get to see a Die Hard film in the theater. I love the 4 Die Hard films. I think I'd seen the 4th one in the theater, and I enjoyed that, still do. So I fooled myself in the theater, but when I got home, got the Blu-ray, and it just, all the problems just rushed like a flood.
It's like Cop Out too, right? Did you see that in the theater as well?
I didn't see it in the theater. I think just I wanted to be good because back then I actually gave a shit about Kevin Smith. Just like, oh, this is Kevin Smith's big chance to work with Bruce Willis and action film. I wanted to be good because I'm rooting for the guy because I like his older films. Now it's like, yeah. I wanted to like it more than I truly did like it.
I think you're getting some of that with some of Kevin Smith's fans, you know, with his recent films. You're getting a lot of that. Well, we want to like it, so we're gonna convince ourselves that Clerks 3 is not a shitty sequel and is not bad.
Well, if that's the case, then it's going to be a harsh awakening when it happens.
That has got to be one of the most depressing sequels in recent memory, is Clerks 3.
Talking about video game adaptations, since Lara Croft Tomb Raider is having a 25th anniversary in a couple months, you said you liked it. Would you consider doing a review or commentary? If someone wants to request it, sure. I remember liking the first one.
Yeah, the Angelina Jolie one's the best one. Definitely a lot better than the reboot they did with Alicia Vikander.
Yeah.
That has already pretty much been forgotten to the
and
dustbin of history. Yeah, it's a show on Amazon.
Yeah.
And it's got the redhead from Jumanji, I think. I think that's her. I think it's her who's playing Lara Croft, if I remember correctly. I'm not entirely 100% sure. I don't know.
Tomb Raider TV show. It's just easier for me to do that than type. I hate typing.
Computer.
Like Star Trek. Yeah. Hello, computer. Sophie Turner.
Yep.
Oh, Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Oh, she's in it? Oh, no.
She's creating it.
Oh, God.
Helena Shaw.
Helena Shaw from Dial of Destiny.
Yeah, and she helped write the Dial of Destiny as well. So the girl that wrote Dial of Destiny, she's creating the new Tomb Raider. Jesus Christ. And Sigourney Weaver's going to be in it?
I think Weaver's at the point in her career she's doing anything for a check. The check's big enough, she'll do it. Hey, Robin Block, you're going to pay me enough to show up in your Aliens documentary? I'll do it.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Hey, Lucasfilm, how much are you going to pay me to be in this Star Wars movie? That much? Okay. I'm your gal.
Hey, Cornholio, hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hope everything's going well for you.
I mean, she was doing that even before. Remember? She was in movies like Cold Light of Day.
Oh, yeah. Cabin in the Woods she was in.
I did like her in Paul, though, as the villain.
Yeah, she was fine in that. Yeah, I didn't know much about the behind the scenes of the first Tomb Raider movie, Jack Craven. I still don't know a lot of the... It was basically released unfinished. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it just kind of... Yeah, it's a little... I
don't even know. But we're going upon 3 hours. I'm going to end it here because it's getting a bit late. But first off, I want to thank my friend Mike for joining me. It's been a long time. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
There was a lot of joy put into this. So thank you for taking your time. And I just want to thank the people in the chat for stopping by on this late night. Don't know when I'll be streaming again. If I don't, it'll be Friday, where Friday Night Lives with the guys at Dead Pit. But Jack Craven, everyone, nice to see you guys again. Predator and Bobby and everyone being so kind. Bob Zombie, everybody, hope you have a good night. Hope you have a safe day and rest of your week. No problem, Cornholio. Sorry you got here. We're heading out, but yeah, hopefully next time will be longer. But thank you guys. Take care.
Yeah.
And be safe.
See ya.
And